and welcome to Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Jai-Alai Devils and the Cesta Cyclones. And with that, I want to welcome everybody into another edition of Live Jai-Alai here in the Magic City. Andrew Bleckman joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you all 6 matches on this game day. We're going to get right into it here, Stu. First match is going to be a second-ranked team representing the Devils, a team of Jairo and Urbieta taking on the third team of the Cyclones, that is Bueno and Manu. Big day between the teams currently. Cyclones in second place, 27 points. Devils in third place, 25 points, holding on to that final playoff spot.
Jairo serves, we begin. Here's Manu on the backhand. There's a backhand by Urbieta to the inside. Manu's there. Robote forehand by Jairo, backhand by Manu. Manu from the 10 line brings it over the top. Big bounce brought down by Urbieta deep in the backcourt. Here's the forehand by Manu to the inside. Robote forehand by Jairo. Jairo again, this time midcourt, caught by Bueno. Urbieta to the inside. Robote, that's the rebound off the back wall, played by Jairo. Here's Manu from the 12 line. Robote forehand by Jairo. Manu's there. Good adjustment by Bueno up in the front court. Magic City bounce. Robote forehand saved by Jairo. Here's Manu from the 10 line, backhand to the inside. Here's the backhand by Manu. Urbieta's there, backhand. Robote forehand by Jairo.
Tough catch there.
Manu from the right side, deep. Caught in the air by Jairo. Jairo, forehand to the inside. Ball tipped in the backcourt. First point of this match goes to the red shirts, Jairo and Urbieta, the Jai-Alai Devils. Jairo will serve. A reminder of the scoring in battle court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
And got to guess that's how most of the points are going to be played throughout this match. I mean, 2 primarily defensive-minded front quarters up there. You know, Jairo has the shots. He's just a little bit reluctant to throw them, and Strategy for the Devils all season long has been catch one more ball than their opponents. They got a world-class backcourt here in Manu and Bueno, who's been playing some of the best highlight we've seen this season over the last few weeks.
Urbieta on the backhand from the 10 line. Robote, that rebound off the back wall comes out. Backhand by Manu. Urbieta's there. Backhand by Urbieta to the inside. Robote forehand. Bueno makes the catch. That's a point for Bueno and Manu. The white shirts assess the Cyclones. Robote at the sidewall missed. Bueno will serve.
And perfect placement off the back wall. Forehand ends up right on the sidewall. Tough for even a player of Jairo's caliber to turn that Robote up there in the front court. And for Bueno and Manu, I mean, this is a team not afraid of these second-ranked doubles teams. They defeated Iturbide and Spinner just exactly a week ago in third and final set. They can pull off another one here.
Manu on the backhand from the 10 line. Urbieta's there. Backhand to the inside. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played straight up the middle by the forehand of Bueno. Ball tipped in the backcourt. That's 2 points for the red shirts. Tejada Devils, Jairo serve.
Yeah, Manu trying to make a play on that ball overhead. Really tough that high, just tipped it. And as solid as they come, this second-ranked team for the Devils. Urbieta in the backcourt has been playing so much better this season. Showing a different level of comfortability with this court. Jairo up here has been with us for a couple seasons now. You know what he's capable of up there in the front. One of the best two players when he's on.
Here's the backhand by Manu. Urbieta goes deep. Robote coming out. Excellent catch by Urbieta at the 11 line. Here's Manu. Robote forehand straight back. This one caught by Urbieta. Excellent catch by Urbieta, pulling that ball off the side wall. Here's the backhand by Manu. Pika means the big bounce. Brought down on the forehand of Manu. Backhand by Urbieta. Manu's there. Here's the backhand by Manu. Ball tipped in the backcourt. We're all tied up. 2 points apiece. Bueno serves.
That is a dangerous low runner coming into the corner. Urbieta trying to make a play on it, and afterwards, Jairo looked back at him and said, hey, next time, let that ball come out. That is a difficult play and one that you don't want to take off the back wall. It's coming in pretty hot, too. Good throw by Manu. That tied it up.
Here's the backhand by Manu to the inside. Robote. Juggling on the catch of Bueno. Point goes to Jairo and Urbieta. Jairo will serve. Reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that juggling occurs when the ball comes into the cesta. It loses contact with the surface of the cesta. Ball can't bobble around in the basket. Can roll, but it can't bobble. Here's a backhand by Manu to the inside. Robote, that rebound off the back wall comes out. This one caught by Bueno. Carom by Bueno, stopped by Jairo.
That's a powerful forehand.
Catch by Jairo, drop shot. Manu reads it, tried to get there, didn't make the play. 4 points for Jairo and Urbieta of the Tejada Devils. Jairo serves.
A good effort there by Manu. Read it the whole way, knew the drop shot was coming, but that is a long way to go. Back from about the 11 line up to the 3 line. That's where you want to get that second bounce. Jairo did right there. 4-2 lead for his Devils team. And maybe a bit of an ill-advised carom right there by Bueno. Not really testing Jairo at all, moving him to the outside, and he's going to score with that hard forehand coming back. Just got to be careful when you shoot them.
Powerful serve by Jairo, low and hard. This is the rebote coming out, saved by Jairo. Here's Bueno, backhand. Here's a backhand by Jairo to the inside. Manu's there. Manu goes deep, rebote coming out. Rebote forehand. Here's a catch by Urbieta. Manu reaches way up high at the 9 line to make the play. Bueno on the backhand to the inside, wall to wall. Jairo forehand rebote, wall to wall as well. Low and inside, Urbieta is there, backhand. Difficult rebote play by Bueno. Bueno sends it, Jairo rather, sends it back. Rebote. This one caught by Urbieta. Urbieta goes deep. Rebote coming out. There's a backhand by Manu along the wall to the left side of Urbieta. There's a backhand by Manu. Bueno on the catch. There's the backhand.
That's cutting inside.
Here's Manu at the 10 line, backhand to the inside. Rebote forehand, straight back and passing. Well thrown by Bueno. Nice forehand by Jairo. Here's Manu. Urbieta backhand from the 10 line. Here's Manu. Manu now over the top. A little bit more of the side wall than he anticipated. Forehand play by Urbieta. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, played on the left side of Manu. Scoop by Manu. Here's the forehand play to pass. Doesn't pass. Caught by Urbieta. Backhand by Manu. Urbieta's there. Backhand.
That ball's in.
Excellent play by Jairo. Excellent catch by Urbieta. Big backhand. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, out to the 4 line, played beautifully by Bueno. Bueno again, this one clips the side wall though, is going out of play. That is 5 points for Jairo and Urbieta. Possible set point.
I mean, there's been 2 really lengthy rallies in this set, and both of them have gone the way of the Devils. I mean, this team is not going to make many mistakes up there. And how these 4, I mean, the one with the pretty significant rank disadvantage here is that Cyclones team with Bueno as their 5 up in the front court. So far, so good. I mean, he's been stopping everything that's come his way. Just a couple of those return throws. and a little bit wild, including that one. We'll kick off the side wall, second wide.
Robote forehand, straight back. Robote coming out. Urbieta backhand to the inside.
Oh, what a catch.
What a catch by Jairo. Cortado with a light touch that's stopped by Bueno in the front court. Good catch. Urbieta calls for the ball, has it. Forehand, big bounce, stopped by Manu. Manu to the inside. Big catch on the left side of Urbieta. That ball took a big bounce and scores. 3 points for Bueno and Manu. Still possible set point for Jairo and Urbieta in the red shirts. Bueno serves.
Yeah, it looked like it did. Jairo was thinking about cutting it off. He heard the call by Urbieta in the backcourt. He let it go, and then just a mighty hop just out of reach. Big point for the Cyclones. Keeps him in this set. Bueno ready to serve. 5-3 still. Possible set point for the Devil.
Powerful forehand to the inside. Here's the rebote by Manu. Urbieta makes the catch. Hard throw. Catch by Manu. There's the backhand. Rebote forehand. Backhand low and hard. Rebote left side. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Catch by Bueno. Bueno to the outside.
What a pickup there.
Here's the backhand by Manu. Big right side by Urbieta. Backhand by Manu. Low runner to the inside. Beautifully caught by Urbieta. Rebote coming out to the inside on the wall. Bueno makes a tough save. Here's Jairo. Jairo sends it back. Rebote coming out again. Bueno gets in there and he makes the save again. Here's the catch by Urbieta. Urbieta lower and harder. Scoop by Manu. What a beautiful Rebote save effort by Manu. That lands out of play.
Wow.
Point and set for Jairo and Urbieta. 2 minutes will go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
Would have been just an unbelievable 2-all return. Trying to dig out that Rebote. Just kicking off the court. Jairo and Urbieta take the opening set 6-3. Jairo and Urbieta, I mean, so far established themselves as one of the better second-ranked doubles teams. Overall record of 5-1 through their first 6 games, and the second and third ranked teams will be playing an extra 4 matches compared to the other teams, the 1, the 4, the 5, and the 6. So important to have a good 2 and 3 this year, and this Devils team looking good so far. Take that opening set 6-3. You see Jairo and Urbieta. Jairo in the foreground there, Urbieta in the background, talking with Arta. We'll be seeing 2 times today, 1 singles, 1 doubles. Kind of got right into this match here, so can update a little bit of the standings here as well coming into today. Cyclones currently in second place with 70 points remaining this season. The Devils are just 2 points behind in third place, but they have 78 points remaining this season. So that shows you that the Devils do have an extra game day to play even after this one compared to the Cyclones. So the Devils can put together a nice day, win the day by at least 2 points. They could put themselves in a tie, if not jump the Cyclones and have a day advantage. That'd be a nice spot for them as we're approaching the halfway point of this season. Talking about equality for Jairo and Urbieta in the second division. Same story for Bueno and Manu, the third-ranked team for the Cyclones. They've already knocked off 1-2 this year. That was Iturbide and Spinner. Overall, through their first 6 matches, they're 4-2. So pretty good matchup right here, Stu, and showed that opening set. Just a little bit better defensively were those Devils. They don't look too discouraged there in the cage, looking to push this to a third set and get those first 1.5 points of the day. That set number 2 ready to go. See Bueno there tying in, ready to go.
We're ready to begin our second set. Bueno will have the serve. Here's the serve. We begin. Here's the forehand by Urbieta. Powerful throw. Robote comes out. Over the top to the inside.
Well, that could be a good one.
Bueno, Robote caught the pad, and the pad is bad. First point of the second set goes to Jairo and Urbieta. Jairo serves.
And you can just tell where that ball was going to bounce and the wrist action that he had on it. That was going to hop well over Manu. Good awareness by Bueno. Realized that that was his Robote. Just couldn't get enough power on it. Kind of a tough one that deep in the backcourt. As good as you could hope for the Devils here. 1-0 lead to begin this second set now.
Powerful serve by Jairo, cut off by Manu on the left side. Big backhand.
Tough save there.
Backhand by Urbieta. Robote coming out. Robote. Forehand by Bueno. Urbieta's there. Tip ball. Tied up. 1 point apiece. Bueno and Manu will serve.
A critical point after dropping the first set. Never want to see yourself in a 2-0 hole to begin the next one. And a rare miss by Urbieta. He had it all lined up. Just couldn't complete that catch.
There's the backhand by Urbieta. Manu's there. Backhand to the inside. There's the backhand by Manu. Robote. Forehand to the inside. Ball tipped overhead. That's the second point for Bueno and Manu in the white shirts. That's the Cyclones. Bueno serves. Here's the backhand by Manu. Backhand by Urbieta. Robote, forehand by Bueno. Here's a catch by Manu. Manu from the forehand over the top. Jairo cuts it off at the 5 line. Powerful, powerful backhand. Rockets out to the Robote. Catch by Urbieta. Low runner to the inside. Scooped up by Manu. Manu on the backhand. Caught by Urbieta. Forehand over the top, big bounce. Miscommunication. And the ball hits the overhead screen. That's 3 points for Bueno and Manu in the white shirts. Bueno serves.
Absolutely rights to him. I mean, you see Jairo and Urbieta back and forth right there. Just trying to let him know either step up or just give him a little bit of space, and that time just sent it way up high into that overhead screen. After losing that first point, Cyclones look locked in here to this second set, 3-point run.
There's the backhand by Urbieta. Robote, left side, up the middle. Bueno's out of the way. Jairo low and hard. Manu looks for the Robote, saves it on the forehand. Here's Urbieta, tip ball. 4 points for Bueno and Manu. Bueno serves.
Again, just a rare miss by Urbieta in the backcourt. The key just crossing the side wall. You see time and time again. Looks like it's not a difficult catch, but just a little bit of contact with the sidewall changes the spin ever so slightly. Forces that miss. Now a 4-1 lead. Really opened up this second set.
There's the backhand by Urbieta. Manu's there.
What a catch here.
There's the backhand by Urbieta. Robote coming out. Catch by Manu. Manu from the forehand. What a catch by Urbieta before it crosses the side wall. There's the return. Bueno, forehand Robote. Catch by Jairo. Jairo on the backhand. Robote coming out. Catch by Jairo. Jairo looking to pass low and inside. Manu makes a beautiful Robote save. Catch by Jairo. Outside placement. Scores on the second bounce. Well played by Jairo. 2 points for Jairo and Urbieta. Jairo serves.
And Bueno not expecting that one at all. Jairo mixes in the outside, typically mixes it in when his opponent is on the inside. That time, Bueno was already out there trying to cut back hard to the inside to maybe cut one off. Jairo put it right back at him, and he couldn't react in time. Well done. Cuts the deficit to just 2.
Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Bueno makes the catch. Backhand to the inside. Wall to wall. Robote coming out. Here's a catch by Urbieta way up high. Manu with the scoop. Backhand from the 9 line. Robote forehand. Urbieta's there. Urbieta on the catch. Manu calls for it, keeps it on the forehand. Low and hard to the inside, fine catch, nice return by Urbieta. Rotate left side, 2-all, beautifully executed by Manu to score.
That's crazy.
5 points for Bueno and Manu, possible set point.
Boy, I don't know if we can get another look at it now, but maybe during the set. I mean, he turned that in about half a second. Big chunk of the sidewall that opened up, and man, about the 2 line up there, Stu. Practically not returnable up there, and all everybody can do in the crowd, the players there, just clap and acknowledge a great play by a great backcourter in my opinion.
Robote left side. Here's the catch by Jairo. Ball tipped off the scoop attempt. 3 points for the red shirts. Jairo and Urbieta. Jairo serves.
I mean, just all power right there coming from Jairo. He's had a lot of forehands up there in front of about the 5 or 6 line that have been returned, and rally continues that time. Put it just above the pad, forcing a tough scoop to the forehand side of Manu. Just tipped.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Wow. Excellent catch by Manu. Beautiful catch down low by Urbieta. Backhand by Manu. Urbieta calls for the catch, sends it back. That is beautifully caught by Manu. Forehand to the inside. 2-all, scores. Beautifully executed by Jairo. They have 4 points. Still possible set point for Bueno and Manu. Jairo serves.
Maybe the best 2-all we've seen from Jairo this year. That ball really opened up. Bueno, bit of a head start, couldn't get out there in time. Well done. Cuts the deficit to just 1 here. They've really picked it up. I don't think this Devils team wants to go to a 3rd set. They know that they have quality of players back there that they could go on a 4-point run. That's what they needed.
There's a backhand by Manu. Backhand by Urbieta.
Just out of reach.
Jairo calls for the rebote. He lays it up from the 10 line. Here's Manu at the 10 line. Backhand by Manu to the inside. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall. Played by Jairo. Wonderful catch by Urbieta. Tough play there at the side wall. Backhand. Outside placement stopped by Jairo. Beautiful catch. Hard throw on the return. Bueno for the rebote. Lays it inside. Here's Urbieta. Backhand. Catch by Manu. Manu backhand from the 10 line.
That's a good one.
Rebote saved by Urbieta. Bueno up there at the 2 line. Rifles it.
May have overthrown it.
Rebote fire to the inside. What a catch by Manu. Rebote forehand. Here's a catch by Urbieta.
Just does clear.
Bueno aggressively. Drop shot
short.
missed.
Oh my goodness.
We're at 5-5, so this is set point. If Jairo and Urbieta in the red shirts win this point, the match is finished. If Bueno and Manu win this point, we'll move on to a 3rd and decisive set.
Boy, you see that in, maybe basketball. A guy makes a great defensive plays on the fast break all alone. He's got a layup and just blows the finish. Tough for Bueno right there. Brings it to 5-5. This is it. Could end the match for him. God, just looked a little bit indecisive on that throw. Just got to commit to whatever you're throwing up there in the front court.
Beautiful catch by Manu. Excellent catch by Urbieta. There's the backhand. Manu with a missed ball. Point set and a hard-fought match for Jairo and Urbieta. winning in straight set 6-3, 6-5.
Yeah, just you heard the sound off the front wall, Stu, and that's usually a telltale sign. He's trying to line that up on the forehand, just dropped low and all crossed up there. Tip ball ends it 6-5, 6-3, straight sets. Let's take a look at those full standings now, including the 1.5 points, courtesy of Jairo and Urbieta. Yeah, look at the Devils, just a half-point back of overtaking second place. And also keep in mind that they will have a day in hand, meaning that the Devils will still have a full game day to catch up to the Cyclones after today's action. They can put themselves in a really good spot with a solid performance. So far, so good through the first match. Up next, you see the practice going on now. 6th ranked doubles match, always fun in this 6th ranked group. Carballo and Jedden will take on CRB and Urbieta, two of the top ranked 6 teams. Carballo and Jedden at 2-1. CRB and Arta coming into this one undefeated at 2-0. Before we get to that, Stu, let's hear from our winners, Jairo and Urbieta of the Devils.
All right, Jairo, Urbieta, congratulations on winning that match. How are you feeling right now?
Good. I mean, we need that win. It's very important for our team because we are fighting for the second place, so super important win.
What was the strategy playing against them?
The strategy basically is don't miss any point, fight all the way until the end. That's what we did, especially the second set. We were losing 5-2, and we were able to win, so that's really important for us.
Well, guys, congratulations again on winning that match. Let's see what else happens tonight.
I want to say hi to my daughters. They are watching at home, so bye, chicas. Love you.
Well, thank you so much, guys.
Bye.
All right, let's quickly introduce our next match here, Stu. 6th ranked doubles. You heard the teams. CRB and Arta there for the Devils. Carballo and Jedden for the Cyclones. Like Carballo's been a real force in this 6th ranked doubles group, dominating up there in the front court. So it'll be a fun battle up there with Arta behind CRB. Should be a lot of fun. We'll see how it goes right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second match. CRB and Arta serve to Carballo and Jedden. There's the serve. Second match is underway. Hard forehand right up the middle. Arta runs around it, keeps it on the left side. There's a backhand. Jedden stops it. Low runner from the 10 line. Arta backs up. He scoops it up. Again delivered inside, out of the reach of Jedden. Carballo. Rebote. CRB steps in to cut it off. His backhand. Lob back to Jedden. Arta from the forehand. Comes cross court. There's Carballo. Has it overhead at the 10 line. Powerful forehand. There's Arta. Middle court at the 13 line. That's a 3-wall play. Early call from Carballo. Rebote saved to the outside. CRB has it in the air. Forehand. Right back to Jedden. Good read. Caught it in the air. Backhand. Lobbed into the corner. Carballo has to come back for it. Makes another tough save. Arta just does get there before the second bounce. Low runner. Jedden, no play. Carballo sweeps it off the ground. Beautifully done again. CRB just going to pass with it. Actually gets this one overhead. Carballo digs it out. Soft touch. Arta got to step up. Just did get there again. Low runner. Jedden called for him to take it. Ball's going to take a second bounce and score for the Devils. CRB and Arta on the board first.
Communication on the part of Carballo and Jedden spot on. Carballo calling Jedden off for most of the balls played during that point. Unfortunately, putting himself in a position where he comes way far back. The front court is trying to make shots from the 10 line. Leaves the front of the court open.
Jedden on the forehand. High hard play. Arta takes it off the side wall. Backhand inside. Carballo looking for the rebote. He gets out there. Forehand save. CRB with a missed ball. Carballo and Jedden tie it up. 1-1. Big backhand. Jen steps in, cuts it off at the 12 line. This one up the middle. Archer from the forehand. Carballo coming cross court. He's got the rebote that sticks to the inside. Archer picks it up on the bounce. Lobs a backhand, drops between the Cyclones. Carballo has another rebote. Arta again from the left side up at the 9 line, low runner. Jedden steps in there, caught it low. There's his backhand. Backhand inside, Arta up at the 11 line. Backhand, Carballo aggressively cross court again, cuts it off. High Costado inside, big bounce. Arta controls it. Backhand from the corner. Carballo now on the forehand. High hard throw, a little too high. Caught the overhead screen, which is out of play. 2-1 lead for the Devils.
Frequent question, highlight. How does the guy throw the ball into the overhead screen? You're looking to pass. Carballo was looking to pass his opponents, throw it over their head. Trying to throw it quickly, so they have to try to adjust. Unfortunately, threw it too high on the front wall and it kicked into the overhead screen.
And hard forehand inside. Arta backing up. Could not make the play. Ties it up 2-2. Cyclone serve.
Arta has been doing much better these last couple weeks in terms of catching. Last week, really.
Last Friday in particular.
Was exemplary with his catching. That was an example of one that he'd like to have back as far as just relatively easy miss.
Low hard serve. Arta handles at the 12 line. Big or backhand inside. Passing Jedden. Carballo lines it up. Comes across his body to the forehand now. Arta high and hard. Carballo steps back at the 9 line to cut it off. Big backhand. Too hard. Out of play. Third point for CRB and Arta.
Again, Carballo trying to get the ball back. He's got all the power in the world on both sides, both the forehand and the backhand. But have to have that power with control that keeps the ball in play.
Beautiful forehand there by Jedden in the corner. That one tipped. Quick point ties it up, 3-3.
That was one where CRB was far enough back where he should have called Arta off, allowing it to come out to the rebote, that rebound off the back wall. At least CRB rather would have had a play on it.
Arta handles a powerful serve with a big backhand return. Jedden on the inside at the 12 line. Softer touch. Here's CRB. Forehand lob back to Jedden at the 12 line. Softer touch again. CRB steps up, cut it off. Carballo will kick into the sidewall. That big backhand gonna open up. Takes Arta to the outside. He runs under it. Sidearm forehand. Jedden on the hop brings it in. Forehand stays inside. Arta on the bounce.
Catch.
Has it at the 10 line. Low runner. Carballo calls him off. He's got it. Low runner again. Carballo comes cross court, cuts it off, gets the backhand off. Arta, middle court now. Winds up to Costado. Brings it back to Jedden. Carballo looking on skates here, back on the inside. Here's Arta again. Low hard backhand. Arta steps up. But the 11 line, higher and harder, gets by him front ways. Carballo has a rebote. CRB again reaching up high. Big backhand by CRB. That just does clear the overhead screen. Carballo, though, turns it low and hard. What a scoop there by Arta. Low runner by Arta. Jedden went for it.
In the backcourt.
Ball tipped. 4-3 lead for the Devils, CRB and Arta. There's a backhand inside. Carballo had it for a moment, just lost it. Now to bring the Devils to a 5-3 lead. They have a possible set point.
Good effort by Carballo. Again, don't know what happened there. I mean, the ball did seem like it was not an easy catch, but it was very, very well placed on his forehand. And just somehow or other, the way he landed, always difficult to catch the ball going backwards.
Good return there by Jed and CRB. High off the front wall with the return.
No one's home.
Not a lot of communication.
Jed got in there well.
Just did get in there before the second bounce. Arta runs around it. Low runner inside. No play for Jed and Carballo. There's a diving save. Split placement comes out. Here's Arta on the forehand. Hard throw back up the middle. Jedden. Forehand caught the corner. Arta goes up for it. There's a backhand again. The low runner. Right to the left side of Jedden. He catches this one. Another scoop. Arta, another one. He makes it. Backhand inside. There's Jedden again. Jedden from the 11 pushed it outside. CRB cuts it off. CRB hard forehand inside. Carballo, beautiful play off the side wall. Arta has that one low. Carballo stays on the inside. He's the only one there. Robote with a big bounce.
Beautiful
Arta
catch.
again, great control. Big forehand, wall to wall. CRB got to get back in there.
Great
He does,
save.
lays it up. It's a big bounce. Carballo has it up high. Karam from the inside. CRB just missed it. 5-4.
Good positioning by CRB. Saw the 2-all coming, was in position, just a little too much for him. Imagine Carballo will break out a fairly powerful serve here, at least on the first serve.
And Carballo's been throwing the Costado 2-all pretty well, too. Haven't been many opportunities, but he's got so much power that if he can start to get some of those and get those opportunities, it's going to be tough for CRB and Arta to defend it. Not as much the precision part of it, but the power. Fault under serve, second serve coming up. Good serve lanes between the 4 and 7 line. Powerful serve, crossing deep in the backcourt, brings it to a 5-5 tie. This is set point.
Second serve was beautiful for Carballo. Very powerful. Crossing the side wall beautifully back here at the 12 line. So much more difficult to catch that ball once it crosses the side wall.
What a catch there by Arta. Good body control, brings it in. Carballo up overhead. There's a backhand. Low and hard, Arta steps up. Low runner to the inside.
Throw.
Carballo on a hop makes a Robote save. Arta on the bounce, has it up at the 9 line. Backhand, just out of reach. Carballo back in there. He's got the Robote and gets it to pass. Arta, 2-all. Carballo, good foot speed. He's out there in plenty of time. He rips the forehand.
What a scoop
That ball
by
is
Arta.
scooped
Wow.
up by Arta. What an incredible catch. Back on the inside, CRB in there. He
got in
cuts
there.
it
That's
off,
on the wall
puts it
the
on
whole
the
way.
wall where it
On the
scores.
wall the whole way.
Point
Wow, what a
and
point.
set. CRB and Arta take it 6-5, 2 minutes. We'll play set number 2. Boy, Stu.
No question that CRB and Arta earned that last point. I mean,
That scoop by Arta.
that scoop
First
by
time
Arta
around. I
was
think we thought it was over, the set.
that was a set saver, no question about that. CRB, beautiful play. He had missed a few earlier in the set. Overall, just solid play. Went the maximum number of points, but CRB and Arta coming out on top.
Got some replays coming up here. Backhand inside. I mean, that is, you talk about, I mean, that's almost identical to where that serve cross for Carballo. Low, deep in the backcourt, and that's where you want him. Look at that.
Many, many, many years ago in Jai-Alai, I was told that the pot of gold lies right back here in the corner between the side wall and the back wall. There's this corner. If you can get the ball to drop in there, if you can get the ball to hit that pot of gold, you want that ball in that corner. You want that ball in the corner on your serve, on your backhands, wherever. And that was a perfect example of why right there.
And if you're Carballo and Jedden, it starts with Carballo up there in the front court and making it happen. Jedden, you pretty much everything that's come his way in the backcourt outside of that last throw that was very well placed. He's made the play, so he's the highest ranked player on this team in Carballo. He's got to force it a little more offensively here in this second set. CRB and Arta doing a good job defensively, and the ball was on the inside a lot. It looked like they were content to rally, but if Carballo starts to mix it up, force both players to move around a little more defensively, it might play into the Cyclones' hand a little bit. We're just about 15 seconds away from the start of set number 2 in this match, our second match of the day. 4 doubles matches, 2 singles matches today. 6 ranked doubles right here. And coming up next, it will be a top-ranked singles match between Douglas and Manu, so one that you're not going to want to miss. Stay tuned here for our second set. CRB and Arta receiving from Carballo and Jedden. Second set, ready to go. Carballo will serve. There's a serve. Our second set is underway. Carballo on the inside, lobs the backhand up. Arta steps back, takes it in. Right to the corner. Carballo on a knee, makes a rebote save. Lob back up. Here's Arta. Low runner to the inside. There's Jedden stepping in. Backhand. Little kick off the sidewall for CRB. Early call from Carballo. Sweeps it off the floor. Here's CRB from the outside. Hard throw back in. Carballo coming around, makes the left side save. Carballo somehow gets that on the forehand, drops it inside again. Here's Arta. At the 9 line, backhand kicking up. Jedden steps in. That ball dropping. Arta again scooped it up behind him. Backhand is on the wall. Carballo plays a rebote. CRB again, beautiful catch. Nice backhand, a pass. Be a tough one again, kicking up. Arta, good control up high on the forehand now. Drops between them. Carballo turns to look for it. Gets out there, plays it high off the front wall. Big bounce.
Beautiful
Arta up the wall,
Arta.
down with the ball. That one caught the corner. Arta, another scoop. Softer touch on the forehand inside. Jedden now steps in, takes it on the bounce. Jedden over the top. Arta, backhand. There's Jedden crouching low. Will kick off the side wall. CRB getting involved. Backhand, higher and harder for Jedden.
CRB's doing better.
Carballo just took his eye off it. Ball missed. First point for CRB and Arta.
Really good play there by CRB and Arta. Arta again continuing with the improvements that we saw last week in his catching. CRB, no mistakes in that first point.
Carballo takes the serve, the drop shot, scores to the inside. 2 bounces, that ties it up, 1-1.
Drop shot. CRB and Arta both had an opportunity to get that. I mean, that ball was still in the air past the 4 line.
That really floated up there, yeah. Hard serve, better catch there by Arta in the corner. Backhand, lifted inside. Early call, Carballo again. This one stays inside. Here's Arta on the bounce. At the 9 line, high and hard. There's Jedden. Good catch on the wall. The backhand gets it to pass. CRB now, Robote inside.
He's going to score.
He'll score. 2 bounces before either Cyclone gets up there. That's a 2-1 lead.
It's a really good play by CRB. Again, I don't know that I can give him full credit for going this close to the pad, but he obviously wanted it to go inside, and that's just perfect placement. That ball bounced the second time before Jedden took his second step.
It's kind of one of the issues with Carballo playing so deep there that you're going to get that second bounce before the front quarter's up to it. Robote left side, that's a tough save by CRB. Carballo cuts it off way up high at the 4 line, blasts the forehand. CRB got to get back in there, can't make the play.
CRB there was just swinging at it. You got to watch the ball go into your cesta before you start the throwing motion. You can't slap at it. It's sometimes a habit when you're running and moving with the ball. You tend to slap at it, and that's what happened with CRB there. Missed it. Beautiful catch.
Great catch by Arta at the 13 line. Here's Carballo overhead on the forehand.
Juggling on the catch of Carballo.
Juggling on the catch of Carballo. 3rd point for CRB and Arta.
That ball, when you make the catch, so it's going to roll in the cesta, but it maintains contact with the surface of the cesta on the inside of that basket. If it bobbles around, especially if it breaks the plane of the frame of the cesta, that's a juggling call.
Hard forehand, back to the inside. Arta at the 10. There's Carballo running full speed at it. Makes Robote save. CRB. Here's Carballo. 2-all.
Way out.
Is out. 4-2 lead for CRB and Arta.
Beautiful save by
Robote left side. Here's Jedden from the outside. Powerful throw back over the top. Arta looking to make a tough save. He does.
Tough save by Arta.
Back up the middle. Carballo on the forehand. He just rips it. Wall to wall. Will CRB get out there? He does. Drops it inside. Jedden now. Forehand played inside.
Beautiful
Here's
catch by
Arta. Takes it off the side.
Oh,
Wall, low runner.
Oh, off a
tip.
Jedden cesta. My, oh, my. What a throw by Arta, man. Beautiful catch, and he just blasted it low and inside. But it didn't touch the floor until it was deeper in the backcourt. That's what screwed Jedden up.
Possible set, possible match point for CRB and Arta. Robote, back inside, here's Arta. Big backhand there by Arta, wall to wall, Carballo. Karam Robote scores. Brings it to 5-3. Look at this forehand, Karam Robote, one of the most difficult shots. Very intentional right there, opened up. See that cut away from CRB as well. That is an ace. 5-4. It is 5-4. That serve perfectly placed in scoring again. That is an ace. We've brought it to 5-5. This is possible set point, possible match point for the Devils. Boy, picking up the pace here on these serves. There's another one coming in. Arta's got this one. Low runner inside. There's a 2-all return. CRB missed it. Point and set. Carballo and Jedden come back. They take it 6-5. 2 minutes. We'll play our third and decisive set. So a third set will decide this match. See, 6-5 the first set, 6-5 the second set. And already playing the maximum through the first 2 sets. Yeah, and you see some of the conversation going on. There was nothing wrong between the players. They just maybe heard a whistle or something. Arta kind of stopped. That was the confusion there. But serve was good by Carballo. Aced him twice in a row, brought it to 5-5, and then that miss by CRB on the outside ended it 6-5. So that's what's going on there. Nothing bad between the players, just an inadvertent whistle that he thought ended play, but it did not. See Carballo up here on the inside. Beautiful catch, nice power. And look at this one right here. He's going to make the catch off the serve, cuts it off. Then the drop shot. Yeah, Stu said, I mean, a little bit deeper than he wanted. CRB coming cross court had a chance, but just couldn't make the play here. And CRB again drops it over the top inside. And that one missed, and a lot of frustration by the Cyclones, but in an instant they turned it around. Started with his forehand Karam Rabote. That brought it to, I think that was 5-3. Some quicker points here. Look at the serve. That's perfectly placed at 5-4. That tied it up at 5-5. And CRB there on the outside. Oh, had it for a moment, just lost it. 6-5. Carballo and Jedden, they come back and take the set. We have a third set to decide this match. Ready to go with our third and decisive set. We are ready to begin set number 3. CRB and Arta will serve to Carballo and Jedden. Third set ready to go here. Getting the Cyclones out there. Carballo and Jedden will receive. CRB and Arta will serve. At all matches, the player or team that loses the previous set begins the next set with control of the serve. CRB and Arta ready to go here. Third set. Played the maximum so far. There's a serve. Our third set's underway. Carballo on the inside. That ball is tipped. CRB and Arta with the first point of our third and decisive set.
Hey, you were there easy? I was there.
Forehand to the inside. Here's Jedden going up for it. Rabote got away from him. That ball is out of play. 1-1. We're tied up. CRB cuts it off low. There's a backhand. Jedden has it up high. Arta cuts it off at the 10 line. Low running backhand. Carballo caught it up high, just could not control it. 2 points now for CRB and Arta.
So Carballo's running backwards. Try to make a play on the forehand. He got screwed up with that before, but this time he was way deep. He was back at the 10 line. Good effort, tremendous effort by Carballo. Always good effort,
yeah.
but...
And I don't know if Jedden is really, I mean, in the air, coming to his left or right side. I don't think he's missed one yet, so got to let him play just a little bit. Good read by Arta, steps up, takes it in. There's a backhand into the corner. Carballo got to come back for it. Just does make the save. Ball floating and dropped. 2-2, tied up. Low hard serve. Arta switching from left to right. He controlled it beautifully. Forehand passing, that one coming back on the inside. Other scoop on the forehand by Arta. What a play. Forehand to Bote. Powerfully thrown, dropping inside. Arta stops it in the air. Lobs the backhand right into the corner. Carballo again. Forehand to Rabote that just does clear.
What a catch.
Here's Carballo, little clip off the sidewall. Arta, good body control, just got his foot out of the way, caught it on the right side. Here's Carballo, the splitter. That's missed. 3-2 lead for Carballo and Jed. Fault under serve, second serve coming up. Splitter. This time stopped on the forehand of CRB, winds it up, back inside. Jedden all alone, makes the play. Jedden drops it inside. Here's CRB at the 7 line. Low runner.
Nice throw.
Jedden on the forehand now makes a great play. Arta on the inside. There's a backhand, kicking up. Not a lot on that. Rabote, Carballo sweeping save. On the bounce, Arta picks it up. Backhand again, the low runner. Jedden all alone, he scooped it up. CRB cuts it off in the air. There's a backhand, out of reach, powerfully thrown. Carballo, nice Rabote dropping. The scoop
catch by Arta.
Arta, this time on the left side. Carballo, forehand, Rabote, over the top, kicking up high. Arta has it again. The backhand, this is on the wall. Carballo's got it. Trying to go with that low runner again. Carballo coming into the backcourt, makes another save. Arta up at the 9 line now. Softer touch on the backhand. Carballo cuts it off. Carballo goes for the splitter where it's tipped. Cyclones open up a 4-2 lead here in our third and decisive set. And look at this one here. Carballo winds it up. A little kick there off the side wall just forced that tip. Give it a quick.
Timeout, 5 minutes.
I'm told we have an equipment issue, looks like from Jedden. So we'll get him back out here. And is that a Cinta issue still? Couldn't quite see, yeah.
Not sure I saw it. Not exactly sure what the equipment issue is, but again, between the Cesta, the Cinta, could really be anything. So we'll look at some replays.
The replay here, yeah, that was the first one right on the wall that Rabote sent way up in the overhead screen. And not good for the Cesta, but understand the frustration there. You know, it's different. It's not like baseball, you know, where folks say if you break a bat, they just, you know, the bat boy brings one out and you can just continue to play. Yeah, if you break a basket, that is a,
Oh, yeah.
that's like a,
That's huge.
I mean, it's like using a completely different piece of equipment. So, Looks like Jedden is ready to go. Probably was the tie there.
The Cinta.
Yes, they break. They do. 4-2 lead here for the Cyclones in our third and decisive set. Low hard serve. Arta backing
Great
up,
catch by
controls it.
Arta.
Backhand to the inside. Jedden reaching down low, makes the play. Arta up high on the left side. There's a backhand, low runner. Jedden there again.
Beautiful catch by Jed.
Beautiful backhand lobbed into the corner. Arta pulls it off the sidewall. His return, back to Jedden. CRB steps in to cut it off. There's a backhand on the inside. Drops between both Cyclones.
play.
Carballo has a rebote, puts it on the wall. What a spectacular grab, Arta. Here's Carballo, forehand rebote. This one going to open up off the back wall. Arta knows where to be, makes the save. Carballo on the bounce, lower and harder this time. He's
Beautiful
there
catch
again
by
to
Arta.
scoop it up. Forehand rebote, dropping. CRB coming cross court. Big backhand.
Right up the middle.
Right up the middle. Carballo puts it on the wall. That's another tough one for Arta. He saves it.
That's
and
it.
that ball lands in. Carballo going to keep it on the Costano. It's a 2-wall. That's too wide. Point for the Devils here. Jen, big forehand, crossing the sidewall.
Ooh, that
Back
kicked.
inside, Jen
Good
is
catch by
there.
Jen.
Great catch. Over the top on the numbers. Arta, good control up high. There's a backhand. High and hard. Carballo out there looking for the rebote now. Drops it inside at the 5 line. That ball
tipped.
is tipped. We are at 5-3. Advantage for the Cyclones here in our third set. Possible match point. Cyclones serve.
Arta really just needs to refocus and calm down. He's been playing fantastic this match. He's just been playing so well. Communication with CRB's been spot on. Can't get thrown off.
Hard serve. That is a spectacular catch there by Arta up high on the left side. Here's Jed from the corner. Drops it inside again for Arta. Backhand just above the pad. Carballo's there to cut it off. Quick release. The splitter picked up on the bounce. Arta over the top to the inside. Big bouncer. Jen controls it. Jen keeps this one inside. Arta again. There's a backhand. Low runner. Just
again.
out of reach.
Great
Jen's
catch
there.
by Jedden.
Jen high off the front wall, big bouncer.
What a
That is
catch by
beautifully controlled by Arta. Lifts it inside. Jen at the 12 line. Arta over the top. Jen going up for it. That ball is tipped. Perfect throw. That brings it to 5-4. Still going here in our third set. CRB and Arta serve.
So if I'm Carballo, am I going for CRB serve right now?
I say if you're Carballo, you got to go for it. Get in there if you can. I think if he throws anything there and to the outside with the usual power, match could be over.
Be curious to see what happens here. Again, we're 5-4. The third and final set. Overserve.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up for CRB. Now this really opens up the possibility for a second serve pick right here. Puts a little pressure on CRB. See if he can just get this one in. I don't want to give away the point, but I want to avoid Carballo at all costs. He's going to go for it. Carballo's got the serve, whips it outside. Arta makes the play. He keeps it going.
Look at Carballo.
Here's Carballo on the forehand, low and hard. This one
Look at
scooped up
Arta.
again.
Right
Backhand.
side and left side.
To
Look
the
at it.
inside. Carballo makes the play. This one dropping again, opening up. Arta on the inside. Carballo, good control. The 2-wall lands in
Beautiful.
and scores for the win. Point set and match. Carballo and Jedden taking it in the third set, winning 6-4. Final set. Boy, what a match right there. 32 of a possible 33 points ending in favor of the Cyclones. Carballo and Jedden Ties up the game day, 1.5 points per team. Let's take a look at that game day score now. Cyclones back 2 points ahead of the Devils in our season-long standings with that tied up game day. But even after today, as we said at the top of the broadcast, the Devils will still be still have a full game day in hand over these Cyclones, meaning that they have an extra set of 6 matches to play, so they'll have an extra opportunity for some points. We will hear from our winners, Carballo and Jed, and boy, what a match that was. They were on the ropes, down a few in that second set. What a comeback. Carballo made it happen. Jed in the backcourt as well. Haven't talked enough about his performance. He's been so solid back there. Let's hear from those guys, Carballo and Jed with the win.
Hey, Jed, congratulations on winning that match. How are you feeling right now?
See this guy, man? See this guy? This guy took us to the finish line. Look, CRB and Arta was a good opponent. We capitalized on their mistakes. I did my part. I played hard. I threw balls to make it difficult for them. But it was a team effort. I feel so lucky to have this guy on my team with that serve. Great win. Gave us some points. Hopefully the team can bounce back with our momentum from the first loss. And we can hopefully take this game after our win.
Well, guys, congratulations again. Let's see what else happens today.
Let's go, Clones!
Cartel, let's go, baby.
And that'll take us to our first of 2 singles matches. Top-ranked singles here between Douglas and Manu. A classic matchup here in this top-ranked singles division. To begin this season, Douglas 2 singles matches, won 1, lost 1. Manu 0-3 to begin his singles season. Looking for that elusive first win. Tough group here. I mean, all these guys could win a singles match against one another. High-level play. Let's get into it. We are ready to begin our third match. Douglas will serve to Manu.
Douglas serves, we begin. Here's the backhand by Manu. There's the backhand by Douglas. Rebote, left side by Manu. Douglas, fine catch there at the 8 line. Nice backhand. That ball hits the overhead screen, which is out of play. First point of this match goes to Douglas. The Jai-Alai Devils, he serves.
I mean, that catch on the sidewall by Douglas, kicking up. Man, so tough to control. He made that look easy. That was far from it. Yeah, Douglas has been playing really well. This would be big for his confidence to add another win against a guy like Manu.
Backhand by Manu. Rebote. Forehand by Douglas. Catch by Manu. Dos Paredes, the 2-all. Red by Douglas, stopped by Douglas. Karam scores. (2-0). Douglas serves.
Two-all scoring there from Douglas. Tough combination, but man, what foot speed to just get to that ball and be able to make the play. I don't think there's many guys on this roster that could do it.
There's a backhand by Manu. Good catch. Nice return by Douglas. Powerfully thrown.
Tough save. Wow.
Here's the catch by Manu. Placement inside. Ooh. Scores. Point for Manu.
Did get a good read on it in the cesta, but couldn't complete the process of the catch.
Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Douglas's his kill shot defense this season has been probably the best we've ever seen it. He's reading these guys so well, and it comes from experience out on the court. He's played these guys, 6-7 times each. He knows their strengths, knows their weaknesses, knows what they like to do with it on the costado.
Backhand by Douglas. Here's Manu, backhand from the 9 line.
Wow,
Scoop by Manu. Backhand. Robote comes to the 7 line. Forehand Robote played to pass. Caught in the air by Manu. Manu. Costado 2-all. This one caught the pad. 3 points for Douglas. The Tejada Devils in the red shirt. He serves.
Manu can throw that 2-all from just about anywhere on the court as well. With his precision and power, inside, outside, does not matter where he is. He can make it happen in the blink of an eye. Douglas just has to be careful of that. So far, so good. He's been able to defend those.
There's a backhand by Manu. Robote to the inside. Robote left side. It's a long 2-all. Manu has it on the left side. Costado stopped by Douglas. Douglas. Pika.
Oh my.
Karam return to score.
From the outside, wow. Whew.
That's 4 points for Douglas. He serves.
I gotta say, Stu, that when executed well, I think that high bounce carom is my favorite shot.
This 2-all is okay, but the guy caught it on his left side, so it's not okay. This is where Douglas excels.
Yeah, look at
catches it, and again, doesn't take the extra step that he took earlier, which isn't a problem one way or the other. It's just prettier this way. I believe, as we say, cleaner this way.
Great combination there. 4-1 lead for Douglas now.
Here's a backhand by Manu. Here's the backhand by Manu. Wall to wall from the left side. Douglas is there. He makes a save. Manu makes the catch. Robote forehand to the inside. Backhand. Manu, backhand from the 7 line, low and hard. Douglas was going up, turns and saves the Robote instead. Manu on the catch. Placement inside, scores. 2 points for Manu. He serves.
Yeah, Douglas committing a little too hard to the 2-all there. Manu knew where to drop it, right to the inside. See, this is what we're talking about, the Costado shoulder level. Left side of his body, comparable to the play action fake in football. Just keeps the defense honest. You don't know whether, in this case, whether they're going to throw it inside or outside. In football, whether they're going to run or pass. Just got to freeze for a little bit, opens up space for one of the two. He dropped it inside there to score.
That ball grabbed the sidewall and scores. That is 3 points for Manu. Off the serve, he serves.
And the sportsmanship there, not really much Douglas can do for that. It almost did control it, but moving at that speed, mighty kick off the side, while awfully tough to do so. Cuts the deficit to just 1, though. Manu right back in it.
Beautiful catch by Douglas. Nice backhand, will stay to the inside. Robote forehand. Here's the catch by Douglas from the 11 line. Big forehand, 2 pass. Robote forehand to the inside. Catch by Douglas. Backhand. Wall to wall. Right to the corner. Robote forehand. Passes Douglas. There's a backhand by Douglas to the inside. Manu's there. Robote forehand. Outside placement is beautifully executed by Manu to score. What a shot. 4-4 is the score. Manu serves.
I mean, look at this. He just flicked this outside. Boom, right there. And Douglas caught flat-footed. He's not there. Wow. It didn't look like much.
Doesn't have to,
Boy,
as long as it lands in and sufficiently out of reach.
Well, you're talking
a beautiful shot.
I mean, talking about the Robote with CRB, just kind of slapped it up. That's what it looked like, but that was highly intentional and very well executed by Manu.
There's a backhand by Douglas.
Oh, right to the corner.
5-4 in favor of Manu. He serves.
Yeah, so hard to defend when you throw the ball right at the corner. You have to, again, hesitate, maybe even a full second longer, wait to see which way it's going to kick. It's going to stay inside or kick towards the outside. Again, just not enough time for Douglas to react as that ball went by him. 4 straight here for Manu, looking to take this opening set.
Here's a backhand by Douglas. Robote coming out. Douglas on the catch. 2-all. Read by Manu. Manu blasts it back hard, scooped up by Douglas. Douglas overthrew the backhand, gives Manu a play on it. 2-all is out. Point and set for Manu. We'll put 2 minutes on the board, come back out, and play our next set.
6-4 in favor of Manu. He takes that opening set. I think 5 straight points.
Here we are in the ESPN 3 players cage. Players retire back here during, in between sets, sometimes in between matches. During the 2-minute break that takes place. We have Manu there with his back to the camera. Douglas in the back corner. Douglas getting some feedback from Jairo. Beautiful scoop. You don't know where he's going. Now you do. It's a 2-all. Douglas to the outside. Look at that catch. 2-all on the return scores. Very well done by Douglas. There's another one. Good catch, good reach. Again, Douglas catches it before it touches the screen. His cesta can have contact with the screen. That is within the rules. The cesta can have contact with the screen. Can't intentionally push it out of the way, but can have contact with the screen. Look at this beautiful one that lands in. It's just beautiful, beautiful. Very well done. Manu placement to the inside. Look at the distance between the ball and Douglas. Douglas committed to the outside there. This forehand placement of the outside rebote is just beautiful. It is funny because the players do have the ability to review, to see what you're seeing right here in these replays, and we hear opinions coming from both sides. This is the one just slightly overthrown by Douglas. Again, we're talking about inches. He didn't do anything wrong, but he had Manu sufficiently where he didn't have to give him a play on that ball, and then the 2-all lands out. I don't know if Douglas was looking at me asking me why I called. Said that he overthrew it. He did overthrow it. You just throw the low runner to the inside where it's not going to give him the rebote.
6-4 Manu takes that opening set, including, as you said, 5-point run to end it. Douglas was up 4-1, and in an instant, momentum of that match flipped. Cyclones having a little fun there with their top-ranked player, Manu. They got the first set, 6-4. Douglas ready to go here to begin our second.
We're ready to begin our second set. Douglas will have the serve. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. It was kind of funny hearing the player dialogue back here, wasn't it?
As they were watching
the
these guys.
Yeah, they're watching too.
Same thing you guys are seeing at home.
Here's the serve and the backhand by Manu. Catch by Douglas at the 9 line. Backhand to the inside. Robote, big bounce. Brought in by Manu. Backhand. Forehand Robote by Douglas passes. Robote by Manu right up the middle. Beautiful catch by Douglas. 2-all. Lands in and scores. First point of the second set goes to Douglas. He serves.
A good execution there on the 2-all. The final throw of the first set just got away from it a little bit. Good adjustment there. Lands that first one in here in our second set. Should give him some confidence as we move through.
Here's the backhand by Manu. Robote forehand by Douglas. Manu from the 10 line. Backhand to the inside. Difficult rebote save by Douglas. Here's Manu. Great catch by Douglas. Backhand 2-all.
No, picked it up.
Karam, stopped by Douglas. Cortada, stopped by Manu. Manu to the inside, low and hard. Douglas at the 11 line to make the rebote save. Here's Manu from the 4 line. Inside placement will score. We're all tied up, 1 point apiece. Manu serves.
Read it just, again, that's an impossible scoop, but the fact that he read that well and almost got it shows you just how well and he understands Manu's game and how much he's improved in that regard since he started here.
They did a great job overall, both Douglas and Manu during that point. Just played spectacular. Really well. Good scoops, good positioning. Very well done.
Here's a backhand by Douglas. Rebote forehand to the inside. Douglas is there. Douglas to the inside, back to the inside. That's beautifully thrown by Douglas and scoring. 2 points for Douglas. He serves.
And just power right there beats Manu back to the inside.
But also something that Douglas has had some difficulty with before. He obviously throws the ball very well, but not always so close to the side wall.
Yes.
And again, that one curved back to the side wall, just out of the reach of Manu. Very well done.
Rebote forehand by Douglas, caught in the air by Manu. Manu's 2-all, caught in the air by Douglas. Douglas rifles this back.
Goodness.
What a catch by Manu.
The great sequence in the front.
Rebote forehand to the inside. Manu's there, backhand. Powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out. Douglas, rebote to the inside, very much to the inside and out of reach. Beautifully played by Douglas. That's 3 points for Douglas. Manu with 1, Douglas served.
He said it on the previous point, Stu, and that one again, right on the wall.
Look, Manu knows how to read his opponents, and he knows that Douglas has not been throwing the ball out of Imada. He knows that he has been throwing it close to the sidewall. And it's tripped him up twice.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Manu to the inside. Catch by Douglas. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Rebote comes to the 7 line. Catch by Manu. Backhand. Rebote. Left side to the outside. Manu keeps it on the costado. Back to the inside. What a scoop by Douglas. He holds on to it. Scoop by Manu with a drop. Tremendous play by both players. 4 points for Douglas. He serves.
The catching this match has been incredible. I mean, both players
And
up here in the front.
positioning.
Look at this one,
I mean,
too.
he keeps it on the left side to give himself more options. Goes back inside. Scoop by Douglas.
Man.
And here's the flip. That Cesta has to stay in constant motion. It does. Well played.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
This was the same scoreline in that opening set. Manu won 5 straight. He was down 4-1. Looks like a more focused Douglas here. A crucial point. Force the 3rd set.
There's the backhand by Manu. Catch by Douglas. Rebote to the inside. That is a perfectly thrown
And
rebote
scoring.
to score. 5 points for Douglas. Possible set point.
Boy, 3 times that ball has been just riding the sidewall the entire length of the court.
Most of the guys know that he plays against, Gaucheri, Manu, etc., that they don't have to stay so close to the side wall to make that has not been the case today. It's been the one flaw in Douglas's game. Backhand by Manu. Forehand rebote, 2-pass, goes to the corner. Outside placement. What a catch by Douglas. Drop shot. Manu reads it, but will not get there. Point and set for Douglas. Winning 6-1 in the second set. 2 minutes will go up on the board. We will come back out and play our next set.
That drop shot, Stu, the Dejada. Yeah, that's perfect. I mean, that is exactly what you want from the outside, little contact with the sidewall. And it opened up and was dead by about the 2 line.
Both Douglas and Manu doing an excellent job of just throwing it out of reach of their opponent. I mean, it really is. I don't like to use catchphrases. I really don't.
No.
But it really is next level court positioning. It really is. Here's one example. Catch by Manu. Is he going inside or is he going 2 balls? Turns out he was going split placement. Douglas was right there. Look at this catch by Manu.
That's great. I mean,
again. Here
this
he keeps it on the costado. This is the costado throw right there. Goes inside. Douglas reads it. Kind of a last-ditch scoop.
See how he's breaking the wrist
it's
before
so
that
close
ball
to holding, too. If his motion stops, that's holding. He didn't hold. He kept the cesta in constant motion.
Look at this one. Look at this kick off the sidewall here.
That's the key to that. Had he just thrown that drop shot to the front wall, Manu would have had a play on that.
Yeah.
Once you involve the sidewall with it, entirely different points. We'll move on to a third and final set.
It really does kill the bounce, as you saw right there. Probably closer to the 3 line where it took its second bounce, but either way, that is just gorgeous by Douglas, mixing in a variety of shots. That 6-1 win in set number 2.
Ikeda, well, obviously he needs sleep.
He'll be going in our last match today, so we got a while to go till we see Ikeda. Well, actually coming up next for the first time, but then we'll be seeing him in our final match as well, so busy day for him. As with that guy Manu as well, his second match already today. He was talking to the camera. I don't know what he was.
He's definitely talking to the camera. Whatever it was, Manu's got a great sense of humor. So.
Yeah. Ready to go here.
See Manu tying his cesta on. Remember that hand just sits on top of the basket, little piece of cloth underneath your hand. Leather glove sits on top of your hand. The only thing keeping it in there is that tie called the cinta. Douglas, ready to go? Ready to begin our third and final set. Manu has the serve. Manu serves, third set's underway. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Rebote outside, will score. Elo, rebote. Manu first up on the board in the third and final set. He serves.
Yeah, I mean, you said it, Stu. I mean, perfect time to switch it up. Pretty much every left side rebote has been to the inside or trying to pass or whatnot. That time, just whipped it outside. Douglas, nowhere to be found there. Not expecting that one at all.
Backhand by Douglas. What a catch by Manu at the 11 line. Douglas on the catch. Backhand. Placement of the ball to the inside. Well done. Dying off the back wall. Douglas going for the save. That falls just short. 2 points for Manu. He serves.
Such a difficult rebote that deep in the backcourt about the 11 line and trying to sweep it off the floor. Not enough power, even if that does hit. We've seen what Manu does with it up in front of about the 3 line. He kills spot. Probably the highest percentage of anybody on this roster. He doesn't waste it when he gets those opportunities.
Backhand by Douglas to the inside. Catch by Manu. Backhand. Rebote forehand, straight back. Rebote coming out. Side. Catch by Douglas.
Oh,
Manu reaches out, returns a carom, but it hits the pad, and the pad is bad.
Douglas is on the board with a point, and he has a serve.
Yeah, I think Douglas knows he got away with one. A little bit cute on that throw. Just try to more clip than throw a 2-wall. If he caught a little more sidewall, that would have opened up. Tried to catch the corner like Manu got him in that second set. Gave him a play on the forehand, just missed Karam right there, a few inches low. Big break for Douglas there. Gets his first point.
Here's the backhand by Manu. Two points for Douglas. We're all tied up. First to 6 points will win the match. Douglas serves. Here's a backhand by Manu to the inside. Robote. Robote forehand, straight back. Robote inside. Backhand by Douglas. Robote forehand. Scooped up by Douglas. 2-all by Douglas will score. 3 points for Douglas of the Tejada Devils in the red shirt. He serves.
Tough pickup on the bounce, too. A little bit of a inadvertent screen by Manu. Still was able to play through it, scooped it up, and then the 2-all follow. Gorgeous here. Douglas has really picked it up now, 3 straight.
There's a backhand by Manu. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Douglas. Powerfully thrown at the sidewall. Manu. That ball hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. 4 points for Douglas. Manu has 2. First to 6 will win the match. Douglas serves.
And dangerous lead here. We saw Manu come back 4-1 in the first set. Big point for Douglas and his confidence.
There's a backhand by Manu.
Not going to stay in. It will. Wow.
That return beautifully executed by Manu. Manu has 3 points. Douglas has 4. Manu will serve.
Yeah, that's the first time he's gone for that high 3-wall play as well. And the intent is to get it over Douglas's head, and if you do, make contact with the back wall, that's really going to open up towards the outside and force a tough Robote. He threw that with a big enough bounce, too, that actually hopped up over Douglas either way. It was in the net. Perfect execution by Manu. Cuts the deficit to 1 now.
Beautiful catch by Douglas. That ball was on the wall. Backhand clears the overhead screen. Placement inside. Douglas is there. Backhand from the 9 line. Robote forehand straight back. Douglas takes it in the air. Backhand.
Oh, that is just tough at this stuff.
That is 5 points for Douglas. Ball took a wonky bounce.
Yeah.
5 points for Douglas. Possible match point.
And just nothing you can do.
Yeah, ball did not bounce where Manu was expecting it.
Yeah, and when you're lined up for the Robote, you just can't
lined
make
up for the Robote, and look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, touches a piece of the sidewall.
I don't even know if you can make that save on the right side.
And it says, what am I supposed to do? What does the guy got to do to score a point out here? Backhand by Manu. Robote forehand, 2 pass. Ball tipped. Point, set, and match for Douglas of the Tejada Devils, winning in the 3rd set, 6-3.
And Douglas, I mean, yeah, kind of let him off the hook there in that first set, then comes back 6-1, 6-3. Another big win for this Devils side. They jump out ahead on the game day, 2.5 points to 1.5. Look at that game day score now. Devils 1 point behind again. See if they can convert here and jump the Cyclones and overtake 2nd place. They're going to have the team of CRB and Urbieta, 5th-ranked doubles, taking on Ikeda and Bueno of the Cyclones. 5th-ranked doubles match up next. About a minute and a half away. Again, particularly after they let that lead slip in the first set. Impressive there by Douglas that he was able to refocus and close it out. And pretty dominant those final 2 sets, 6-1, 6-3. 12 of 16 points. Pretty good against a player of Manu's caliber. Douglas is ready to go, in position. Here he is, the winner of our first singles match.
All right. Douglas, congratulations on winning that match. How are you feeling right now?
I feel super good. Me and Manu always go back and forth every battle court season. We always split 1-1 against each other. Anytime I play against him, it's a hard match. He's one of the best players in the world, and he knows how to control the point really well. And he already played a match before me, and I knew he was getting tired. So I knew that if I could take advantage of that and move him around the court, then I'd do pretty good.
Well, Douglas, congratulations again on winning that match. Let's see what else happens tonight.
Thank you.
All right. That'll bring us to this 5th-ranked doubles match. We think Douglas, CRB, and Urbieta take on Ikeda and Bueno. Haven't seen a whole lot of CRB and Urbieta 1-1 through their first couple matches this season. They will play a full 8 matches, as will Ikeda and Bueno. Seen them, I think, a couple more times. Yeah, just one extra time. 1 win and 2 losses, but their last time out, they did pick up their first win, so playing with a little bit of confidence today. See how this one goes. Match number 4 of 6. There's a serve. Our 4th match is underway. Backhand lobs into the corner. Here's Urbieta. Backhand opens up. Ikeda has it. Soft touch on the forehand. Little kick off the sidewall. Urbieta gets up there. Bueno from the 10 line. Lobs it up. Urbieta with a tip ball. Ikeda and Bueno on the board first. They serve.
Tricky to make these catches back here towards the back wall. Tough play there for Urbieta.
CRB on the inside, lets it pass. Here's Urbieta from deep in the backcourt. Back to Ikeda. Ikeda from the 8 line, lifts it to Urbieta now. Little kick off the sidewall, comes out to the forehand of Bueno. Bueno softer touch to the inside, ball kicking up. Urbieta controls it. Big backhand, dropped inside. Bueno again has it. Pushes this one to the outside. Urbieta runs under it. Center arm forehand. Bueno stops it on the bounce. Back over the top. Big bouncer. Control. There's Urbieta.
Beautiful
Backed up
catch.
to the glass. Higher and harder. Here's Bueno stepping in. Urbieta calls him off from deep in the backcourt. Lifts this up. Cutting back inside. Bueno ducking. Ikeda makes the save. CRB tries to cut it off. He does. Beautiful backhand inside. Right to the corner. Not a lot on it. Saved by Ikeda now. Urbieta charging. Takes it up on the bounce. Backhand low runner. Out to the forehand of Bueno. Bueno right over Urbieta's head. Looking to
What a
scoop it up.
scoop.
He does. Neither foot on the ground. Flicks the backhand up. Here's Urbieta. Back to the inside. Ikeda cuts it off. Backhand. Hard forehand. Bueno takes it on the bounce. This one on the inside. Urbieta pulls it at the 11 line. In hard. Bueno out of the way. Ikeda looking for a rebote. Not enough on it. That falls short. CRB and Urbieta get their first point. We're tied 1-1.
Yeah, when the ball is coming off the back wall, that's what we call a rebote. You'll hear us say that over and over and over again as the ball passes your opponents, comes off of the back wall. There's an example of a good pickup by Urbieta on the left side. But the momentum of the ball dictates your court positioning. And Ikeda just was out of position to make that play.
Here's Bueno on the inside. There's the backhand. Urbieta takes it off the sidewall. That one kicked up into the overhead screen and out of play, giving Ikeda and Bueno a second point.
Sometimes when trying to pass your opponents and get the ball back as hard and fast as you can, start flirting with that overhead screen. A little dangerous. That's out of play.
Urbieta again drops it inside. Ikeda looking for it. Bote pushed up the middle. Urbieta backs up, takes it on the bounce now. Forehand delivered inside. Ikeda on the right side again. Softer touch. Urbieta not able to get up there. 3-1 lead. Ikeda and Bueno.
Nicely placed by Ikeda to the inside. Throw the ball where your opponent's not. He saw CRB to the outside. Urbieta sufficiently far back, dropped it inside, placed it in between them. Very nice play.
Ikeda goes up at the 10 line. There's a backhand just above the pad. Urbieta steps back, controls it at the 12 line. Bueno deep in the backcourt. Good control right on the sidewall. Drops it. Here's Urbieta. That ball opens up. Bueno from the outside. Powerful forehand. Crossing deep in the backcourt. Urbieta's there. Ikeda now. Another good catch right on the numbers. Powerful backhand. Urbieta keeps it on the left side. This one lobbed up and coming out. Ikeda over the top. Beautiful forehander Bote. Urbieta better control. Ikeda calls him off. Bote pushed up the middle. CRB's there to cut it off. There's a big backhand on the numbers. Bueno pulling it in again. Tough catch. Urbieta backing up. Takes it on the bounce. Lifts this one up. Puts it on the numbers again for Bueno. Sidearm forehand. Low and hard. Bueno back at the 13 line. Just does clear the overhead screen. Urbieta not letting that ball come out. Drops the forehand inside again. Bueno goes up for it. Forehand over the top, looking for the big bounce. Urbieta settles at the 13 line. No play for CRB. On the bounce, Urbieta takes it. Backhand right to the corner. Ikeda high and hard. Beautiful return this time. Kicking up. Robote forehand laid up by CRB. Ikeda keeps the pressure on. Powerful backhand. Pulled in by Urbieta. Urbieta launches this one wall to wall. Ikeda towards the outside. CRB with a high scoop. CRB back inside. Ikeda picks it up on the bounce. Urbieta now from the 12 line. There's a backhand. Ikeda up at the 8 line. And to pass with it again. This time able to get it overhead. CRB forehander Bote kicks out. Bueno on the forehand. Bueno back over the top. Urbieta picks it off. A runner just out of reach. Ikeda looking for it on the back end. He lays it up. This one crossing. Urbieta trapped under the bridge.
What a
Robote save. That cleared the overhead screen. Ball's in play. Another hard forehand. Urbieta on the move early. Will he get out there? He does. Turns it low and hard. Bueno now picks it up. Keeps the rally going. Urbieta staying up at the 8 line. Backhand lifted. Bueno back pedals. Takes it into the 12 line. Low hard forehand. There's Bueno. Another good pickup. High and hard. Just clearing again. Urbieta takes it in. Ikeda low on the forehand. Outside placement is outside the court. 2 points for CRB and Urbieta.
Good effort by Ikeda, but man, was that out of play.
Robote left side. That one stays inside. Ikeda back there. Makes a play. Lobs it up. Urbieta from the 10 line. High hard backhand. Bueno steps in. Forehand inside. There's Bueno on the bounce. Deep in the backcourt. Lobs it up. And that just does quick. Again, that's on the numbers, CRB. That's a tough save on the move.
Ikeda follows it well.
Ikeda tracking it. Forehand delivered inside again. This is going to be a 3-wall play. Urbieta just does.
The rail,
just caught the rail. Above the front wall. Still out of play. Ikeda and Bueno take it to a 4-2 lead. Here's Bueno from the 10 line. Here's Urbieta on the inside, the backhand. Caught overhead by Ikeda. One dropped inside, CRB cuts it off. Low runner, which is above the pad. Bueno takes it. High and hard out of reach. CRB alone for the Rebote. Rebote 2-wall. Ikeda catches it in the air. Ikeda back to the inside. Urbieta flying catch there at the 9 line. Backhand launched on the numbers. Ikeda drops it inside again. Here's Urbieta on the bounce. Lower and harder. Bueno's there again.
Bueno again doing a really good job here in the backcourt, making some spectacular catches.
This one close to the sidewall. Bueno stops it backhand. Soft touch. Urbieta steps up. Here's Ikeda on the inside, the backhand. Here's Urbieta now. Goes for the high play. Bueno steps in, cuts it off in the air this time. Back over the top to the inside. Urbieta goes up, controls it. Here's Ikeda from the 9 line. Big backhand again. This one comes shooting off the back wall. CRB backpedals, drops it up the middle. Ball missed by Bueno. 3 points for CRB and Urbieta. Yeah, just a frustrating one right there. Took his eye off it. He's been playing so well in the backcourt today, Stu. Struggled those first couple matches, and again, his first season playing in the backcourt, but the last two, probably the most noticeable miss we've seen. He's been really solid back there.
Bueno's just been spot on, as you said.
Rebote left side, that's a 2-wall. Ooh, that's gonna land in. 4-4 is the score.
If you walk up to CRB right now and you ask him if that was intentional or incidental, I promise you he tells you that's exactly where he intended to throw it.
Bueno takes in the serve. There's the backhand. Urbieta now from the 11 line. And hard. Bueno steps in. Strong backhand. That clears again. CRB. That's on the numbers. Flicks it up. That's a big, big bounce. Going to take Ikeda back to the 8 line. CRB. That's in front. Ikeda shoots it low and hard. Urbieta with a tip ball. Well played point brings Ikeda and Bueno to 5. They have a possible set point. Here's Urbieta from deep in the backcourt. Bueno thought about it. Not a lot of communication. Ikeda, though, does make the save. CRB up at the 6 line. Big backhand launched into the corner. Big bounce on the Rebote. Ikeda drops it inside. Urbieta from the 12th line. Backhand. Here's Bueno now. Urbieta gets this one to pass. Ikeda drops it over the top. No play for CRB. Urbieta from deep in the backcourt again. High off the front wall. Dropping low where it's tipped. We are at 5-5. In our opening set, this is set point. CRB and Urbieta serve.
Max points.
Low runner to the inside. Here's Ikeda. And Rebote to the inside again. Here's Ikeda on the bounce. Ikeda, high, hard forehand. He gets it to pass CRB. He's got to get back in there. He does make the save. Ikeda keeps the pressure on the forehand. Just going to pass with it. Urbieta backs up. Right decision. He pulls it in.
Good
Here's
catch
Bueno
by
from
Bueno.
the inside. He's going to drop it over the top. Ball going to kick up. Urbieta controls it. Urbieta keeps it inside. Here's Bueno now. High off the front wall. Clean miss on the scoop. Urbieta has Rebote on the backhand. Ikeda controls it in the front court. Hard forehand again. Urbieta on the move early. He makes a save. Back up the middle. Here's Bueno now. Powerful throw over the top. Urbieta backing up. Scoops it up. Outside placement. Ikeda gets there. Ikeda high and hard back inside. Urbieta not going to let that ball cross. He cuts it off. Here's Bueno now. Forehand inside again. He's going to let this one pass. But lines up the rebote, turns a 2-wall. That's going to land in and score for the set.
Wow.
The Devils come back and take it 6-5. We'll put 2 minutes on the board and play our second set.
So here we go to the ESPN3 players cage. The break in between sets. 2 minutes in between sets, 2 minutes in between matches. There's Arta in the hoodie. I wasn't being cute with words. Just Arta's in the ESPN3 players cage, wearing a hoodie. There is CRB. Pyro going back to talk with Urbieta. Really working hard to keep themselves in there. It looked like the Cesta Cyclones and the white shirts were going to run away with that one, potentially. The CRB and Urbieta hung in there. Let's take a look at some replays from our first set. Beautiful catch there by Urbieta, back to the inside, and Bueno spot on in the backcourt. I think I have one, maybe two misses, but other than that, he's made the adjustment from front court to back court beautifully. Here's Ikeda, low and hard to the inside, just out of reach of Urbieta. Again, keep the ball close to that side wall. Sets up difficult throws. Outside placement, scooped up beautifully here by CRB. CRB back to Carambola, which is the side wall, the front wall, towards the outside. Ikeda spot on with his catching today.
Perfect placement there by CRB. That's the one that tied it up. So here at 4-4, hard forehand, that one tipped.
This placement.
Yeah, that's at 5-5.
Yeah.
And CRB almost found the same spot he left on the floor again. Bueno going for the high scoop, and that is a very tough play on the outside.
We got a second set coming up now.
Right now, let's begin set number 2. CRB cuts off the serve to begin our second set. There's a backhand. Rebote saved by Ikeda.
What a rebote save.
That ball was above his head.
Wow.
Somehow Urbieta kept it going. Ikeda, a lot of fakes. Did not get the second bounce, though. Urbieta makes the play. The scoop by Bueno's made deep in the backcourt. What a sequence here. Point still going. CRB looking for the rebote, puts it up the middle. Bueno, that ball kicked up high. Forehand back to the inside. Urbieta, as that ball crossed, he caught it with neither foot on the ground. Forehand comes out to the right side of Urbieta, delivers it low and hard. Bueno backing up, takes it on the bounce. Over the top to the inside, Urbieta up the wall, down with the ball. There's a big backhand by Bueno. That ball caught the rail just above the front wall, which is out of play. Getting CRB and Urbieta the first point of our second set.
So again, playing the ball high to try to keep it out of reach of your opponents, force the rebote.
Look at
this rebote save by Urbieta. That is just golden. Very well done.
Yeah, that throw, you see the reaction by Ikeda, but sometimes it's hard to tell when it kicks off the rail and doesn't hit the net. Can happen. So it happened right there. 1st point to the Devils. Backhand inside. Here's Bueno at the 11 line. Kick off the sidewall. Urbieta handles. Backhand. Launched. Ball to wall. Forehand coming right up the middle. Here's Urbieta. Urbieta shoots it back inside.
Wow,
Ikeda got to come back for it. He does. Low runner inside. Ikeda there again. Backhand to wall. CRB caught it in the air. CRB the carom.
Oh, wow.
Got him.
Look at that. Got him. So we hadn't seen, look, we've seen CRB up in the front. This is his second match. Hadn't seen him, I don't think, quite that aggressive.
No, we have not.
He caught one and rifled back a carom that scored. That was really well done by CRB.
Backhand by Bueno to the inside. Here's Urbieta. Bote dropped inside. Urbi had a great control.
Juggling.
But juggling.
Juggling is the call.
Juggling the call on the floor. That is a point two. Ikeda and Bueno, their first of our second set. They serve.
The ball comes into the cesta, has to maintain contact with the surface of the cesta.
Here's Bueno at the 11 line. CRB back inside to cut it off. Gets this one to pass. Robote, forehand. Good positioning by Urbieta. Shoots it up the middle. Ikeda's there. Hits this one up overhead. Trying to pass. Urbieta on the hop. He pulls it in. Here's Bueno with a missed ball. 3-1 lead for CRB and Urbieta.
This is kind of a dangerous lead, as we've always said. CRB and Urbieta very much like to have it at 4-1. Give them a little breathing space and finish out the match. Let's see if they're able to do it.
Ball missed off the serve. It's a 4-1 advantage now for the Devils.
See, and now Ikeda's got some pressure on him. If he believes that Bueno's got any issues in the back concentrating, trying to make that catch, he may feel under pressure to take that serve.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7. Second serve is good. Here's Bueno on the left side. Backhand pulled in by Urbieta. Bueno from the 11 now. Lower and harder. Urbieta steps up. This one cutting back inside. Bueno with a great pull off the sidewall. Urbieta now on the forehand. Forehand lower and harder. Bueno switching from right to left makes the play. Urbieta again at the 11 line. This one coming inside. Ikeda calls him off on the Robote. Robote laid up. Urbieta on the bounce, takes it in at the 9 line, shoots it back inside, quick release, ball tipped in the corner.
Backcourt.
5 points for CRB and Urbieta. Possible set, possible match point. Urbieta at the 13 line. There's a backhand. Stopped by Bueno. Bueno with the 11. Arian Harder. He's going to get this one to pass. That is on the wall. CRB.
Nice save by
it's a tough
CRB.
save. Ball
Get
makes
on the run.
contact. Ikeda gets there.
Oh, that
Somehow
ball's in
got
play.
it off,
That ball
but
is
he did
in
lose
play.
his footing. Forehand low and hard. He's out of play. Point, set, and match. CRB and Urbieta win it in straight sets. 6-5, 6-1. Boy, what a interesting looking sequence up there, but Ikeda, got the throw off, just lost his footing. Rally continued, the ball tipped by Bueno and sent up into the overhead screen. Ended it 6-1 in the second set. Dominant performance here by CRB and Urbieta. Surprisingly came into that match as an underdog. They deliver for the Devils team. Playing some good highlight today. We'll be right back. Let's take a look at that game day score now. The Devils have locked in a tie. The very worst they could do today is tie the Cyclones. Their opponents are going to have to win the final 2 matches. 1 singles, 1 doubles match remain. Up first, Jairo and Iriando of the Devils against Jedden and Manny of the Cyclones, followed by Arta and Ikeda in singles. Ikeda and Bueno played so well in that first set, particularly Bueno, and then really struggled there down the stretch after that first mistake. CRB and Urbieta, they played together a couple times last season when Jedden went out on the Devils. Looked pretty good. Now they're a team. They improved to 2-1 here in this fall 23 season. Let's hear from them.
All right, CRV, Urbieta, congratulations on winning that match. How are you guys feeling right now?
Feeling great. It was a little off in the first game that I played earlier, so I was really into this game, and I'm really happy we got the win.
Yeah, it was good. It was a tough game, but we were able to win, so that's good.
What was the strategy playing against them?
They are pretty consistent, but they are basically a defensive team, so we're trying to don't make mistake and attack when we have a chance. So that was good.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens in today's game day.
Thank you.
Let's introduce our 5th match of 6. 2 more to go. 4th-ranked doubles here. Jairo and Iriando for the Devils against Jedden and Manny of the Cyclones. And Stu, how about this? A battle of undefeated doubles teams. Not many remain in all of Battle Court. Jedden and Manny 3-0 as a 4th-ranked doubles team. Jairo and Iriando 2-0. Something's got to give right here. Let's start our 5th match.
Yeah, I have no idea how to call it. We're ready to begin our match. Jairo serves. Here's the backhand by Manny. There's the forehand save. Here's the catch by Jairo. Drop shot. 1-2. First point of this match goes to Jairo and Iriando. Jai-Alai Devils, Jairo serves.
So Jairo's been throwing a lot of drop shots. When he played Manny in singles, that was kind of his go-to. Jedden, when he likes to defend the 2-wall, tends to hang a little bit deeper in the backcourt, and Manny likes to play deep as well. So that leaves a lot of space inside for either a soft forehand or a drop shot pretty consistently against this Cyclones team.
What a serve by Jairo to score. It's 2 quick points for Jairo and Iriando. Jairo serves.
That serve was crossing up at about the 10 line. You see where Manny's starting about the 12. So
And then died.
Yeah, that kicked straight down. That's perfect.
Here's a catch by Manny. Backhand to the inside.
Great catch by your
Manny on the catch. Backhand.
Boy, that's a tough one.
Rebote
Wow,
save by Manny. Here's Jairo from the forehand. Manny's coming all the way out to make the rebote in midcourt. Places it to the inside. Iriando's there.
Ooh, ball tipped.
Ball dropped in the front court. 3 points for Jairo and Iriando. Jairo serves.
Yeah, ball just kind of dying off the front wall, but if you're Jedden, you know, you got a world-class backcourt, a guy who's got years and years of experience in this sport behind you, who's going to make that catch on the bounce day and night. If he's going to step in there and then pass with the backhand, you're better off just letting Manny take it on the bounce, and you don't risk losing that point.
Excellent catch by Manny. There's the backhand. Iriando's there. Backhand from the 10 line. Powerful throw. Manny from deep in the backcourt. Forehand. Jairo's midcourt. Jairo looks to pass. He does. Rebote for Jedden. Not coming out. 4 points for Jairo and Iriando. Jairo serves.
Yeah, Jedden just not reading that all too well. A little kick there off the sidewall after it came out to the rebote. I think it just killed it a bit and not coming out nearly as far as he thought. And a great start for this Devils team. I mean, on paper, Jairo and Iriando had a pretty lofty expectations coming in, and they've delivered.
Powerful serve by Jairo. Manny is there. Here's the backhand by Manny. Jairo on the backhand from the 8 line. Rebote forehand. 5 points for Jairo and Iriando. Jairo serves.
And textbook start here for this Devils team. And really not a lot of weaknesses. You got a second-ranked player in Jairo up there in the front court, and then probably one of the most improved players in all battle court. Iriando was a 5 behind him. Played so well his last time out for these Devils, and once again showing you what he's capable of here in the backcourt with less than a year of professional experience.
Here's a catch by Manny. He goes deep. Rebote. Rebote forehand.
That's going to be out.
Out of play. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
6 straight points right there. Jairo and Iriando. Well, they're tough, Stu. I mean, as a 4th-ranked team, I mean, these guys could compete with the threes and give them some trouble, so.
Yeah, I mean, Iriando with the catching in the backcourt. I mean, it's hard to get anything by him. Jairo's been mixing it up with shots, and this is a situation where they're going to come out in the next set, and they're not. Jairo's just going to keep his foot on the gas the entire way.
A lot of smiles there for that Devils side. Halfway home to taking this match, which would clinch the game day. They already have clinched a tie at the very worst, even if they lose these next 2. But so far, so good here in our 5th match. They took the first set straight points.
And that is a beautiful picture. You have Jairo with his almost 18 years of professional highlight experience, and Iriando in his rookie year here at Magic City. Jedner for the Cesta Cyclones on the bench there in the ESPN 3 players cage.
I mean, this team, Stu, for the Devils, taking a look at the point differential, basically just points won this season, subtract points lost, and whether that's a positive or a negative number, what the point differential value is. In their 2 matches played this season, 2 matches, they're a plus 17, which is 4th amongst all teams in battle court. And they're in the next closest teams. I mean, Jairo and Urbieta played 6 matches. Ben has played 4 singles matches. Aratz has played 4 singles matches. And Gaucheri with 3, and Inaki Nicholas 3 matches. So in 2 matches, they've dominated their opponents. And I mean, if you add what they did in this first set, 6-0, they're tied for 2nd place on the roster in this point differential statistics. So dominant team. They're going to close it out in straight sets.
Someone may be out there asking, why is he wiping sweat onto his Cesta? So the baskets are wooden chestnut, and they need moisture to remain flexible, to retain their flexibility. And so you could either do that with misting water, but some players just prefer a little bit of sweat on the sides of the Cesta.
There's a serve by Jedden. We begin low and hard. Backhand by Iriando, well thrown. Here's Manny. Backhand. Jairo for the rebote from the 9 line. Jedden is there. Backhand. Here's a backhand by Manny. Jairo reaching way overhead at the 9 line to make the play. Here's Manny from the 11, over the top. Jairo makes the catch. Low and hard to the inside. Manny's there. Manny over the top again. Jairo moves up to take it in the air. Low and hard to the inside. What a catch by Manny. Jairo, splitter,
Splits.
will score. Jairo and Iriondo. First up on the board here in our second set, Jairo serves.
I mean, that catch Jairo made overhead at about the 10 line just showed you the amount of confidence he's playing with. I mean, he went up for it, broke the wrist so smooth, makes that catch, and then he's throwing Costado 2 walls. But this is something we see every day. I mean, that was perfectly placed, split him up. He's playing some great highlight today. Already with a win in his first doubles match, looking to add another. Yet to drop a point on this one.
There's the backhand by Manny to the inside. Catch by Iriondo. Backhand by Iriondo to the inside. Robote, that rebound. Played by Jedden. Excellent catch by Jairo. There's a backhand by Manny. Iriondo from the backcourt sends it back. Caught on the forehand of Manny. Jairo calls for it. Keeps it inside. Manny's there. Manny over the top. Backhand by Iriondo. Here's the catch by Manny. Jairo from the forehand. Lower end, harder, and caught in the air by Manny. Iriondo's there. Backhand. Manny from the forehand. Here's the backhand by Jairo. There's a backhand by Manny. Robote left side. Light touch to the inside. Jairo. That's juggled.
Yeah, it was.
That's a point for Jedden and Manny. There will be no shutout here. Jedden serves.
Yeah, you got
That
it.
ball came all the way out, and I see the risk there is that the judges might not be able to see it. That's all the way across the court from them. And that was right against his body. They saw the ball come out.
Very good call there. What a backhand there by Iriondo, man. Oh my
Catch
goodness,
by
how did he catch
Manny.
that one?
Here's Jairo. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Low to the back wall. Out to the Robote. Robote left side. Backhand by Manny. Here's the backhand by Iriondo. There's the backhand by Iriondo again.
Oh, just
This
missed.
ball missed in the backcourt. 2 points for Jairo and Iriondo of the Tejada Devils. Jairo serves.
This Devils team just puts so much pressure on their opponents defensively to make catch after catch and Robote after Robote. I mean, you're just never comfortable playing and you don't get that many opportunities to score. You just have to hope that they make some mistakes because just don't give you any opportunities. The way Jairo's moving up in the front court, the way Iriondo's reading the ball in the back, and the way they're communicating, it's just tough to get the ball by him.
Here's the backhand by Manny to the inside. Jairo calls for the Robote. It's dropping. He makes the save. Jedden will let it pass. Here's Manny from the 11 line. Robote forehand, powerfully thrown. Manny makes the catch. Backhand by Jairo. Magic City bounce, and Jedden makes a spectacular save on the Robote. Here's Jairo. Drop shot, crossing the side wall.
And that was juggled. Yeah, and in the pad.
Three points for Jairo and Iriondo, who serves.
Yeah, same thing that kind of happened up there to Jairo. Caught it on the downswing, but the ball definitely was juggled either way, coming out low into the pad. Third point for that Devils team. 3-1 lead in our second set after the clean first set.
There's a backhand by Manny. Here's the catch by Manny at the 11 line. He comes over the top. Iriondo reaches way up, comes down with the ball at the 13 line. Here's Manny, forehand from the 11. Over the top, Jairo cuts it off. Backhand, powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Jedden for the Robote. A beautiful Robote throw by Jedden. Iriondo, backhand from the 11 line. Here's a catch by Iriondo. Iriondo from the forehand. Robote, that rebound play off the back wall to the inside. Iriondo's there, backhand. 4 points for Jairo and Iriondo. Jairo serves.
And we've seen this throughout Jedin's career. On that Robote, it's more of a swing, and it's a timing play. So when he's on, he's really on, and he gets a ton of power. When he's off, just ever so slightly, might see a couple misses like that where the ball just doesn't even travel forward.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand and 7 line. Ball tipped in the backcourt. That is 5 points for Jairo and Iriondo. Possible match point.
I think this match has kind of showed us that this Jairo and Iriondo team is just a problem in this 4th ranked group. I mean, you see Ichibide and Rock, a record of 1-2, Jed and Manny 3-0. This was their toughest competition. They're looking to take actually 12 and 13 points. That'd be just an incredible match.
What a catch by Iriondo on the side wall. Here's the backhand by Manny. Backhand by Iriondo, powerfully thrown. Robote coming out to Jed, and that's on the side wall. That's a fine Robote save.
Yeah, pretty tough save.
Jairo makes the catch, blasts it back, catch by Manny. Here's the backhand. Nice Robote play. Here's Manny on the catch. Iriondo calls for the ball. Nice catch, powerful backhand. Manny comes out to make the Robote. He makes the save. Jairo's on it. 2-all. Stopped by Jedin. Robote save by Jairo. He reached around to make that play. Jairo's back in there. Backhand. Hard to the corner. Out to the Robote. Manny on the Robote play. Here's Jairo. Backhand.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Manny with a tremendous
save.
Robote play. Backhand. Robote coming out. Jedin for the Robote. He sends it back. Iriondo's there. Backhand. Manny, backhand. Wall to wall. Cut off by Iriondo. It's in the corner. Low Robote saved by Manny. Here's Iriondo with a drop ball. 2 points for Jedin and Manny. Jedin has the serve.
Yeah, ball kind of floating up there. A little bit of traffic as well. Just a tip ball by Iriondo, who's played maybe his best match out on this court. He's got to lock in here. A couple points to work with if you're the Devils. Still got a possible match point.
Excellent catch by Iriondo. Powerful backhand. Robote coming to Jedin. That's on the wall. And the return is in the pad. Point set in a hard-fought match. Going to Jairo and Iriondo. Straight sets. 6-0, 6-2.
Dominant performance there by Jairo and Iriondo. They remain undefeated. 12 of 14 points against Jedin and Manny. I don't want to face these guys anytime soon if you're a 4th-ranked doubles team. And the Devils, with that win, clinch the game day victory. 1 match to go.
So you said that both of those teams were undefeated coming into this match?
And a better record for Jedin and Manny at 3-0. Jairo and Iriondo just 2-0. And I think that match maybe proved who's the class of this 4th-ranked group. And what a dominant performance that was, led by Jairo up there in the front court. I mean, we talked about, you mentioned the point differential for that team. The team that's in first place in point differential is Jairo and Urbieta. So, common theme there, Jairo up in the front court, a great doubles partner. and he just keeps delivering for this Devils team. Couple seasons in a row now, he's been a key player. Ikeda and Arta, you see the practice going on right now. We will hear from Jairo and Iriando. Remain perfect in battle court. Dominant performance. Here they are.
All right, Jairo, Iriando, congratulations on winning that match. You guys remain undefeated here on the season. How are you guys feeling right now?
Thank you, thank you. We are very happy for winning. Playing with Jairo is always a pleasure because he never lost a ball, and good.
So what's the strategy, Jairo? Tell me a little bit about it.
Strategy, be so aggressive. I mean, put the ball in the back wall to try to make the rebotes, because we know that man is so tough. I mean, even if you are winning 5-0, he's gonna keep fighting. He never gives us. So keep finish strong.
Well, guys, congratulations again. Congratulations on staying undefeated. Let's see what else happens on this last match of the night.
Okay, thank you. Mucho, Iri.
A plus 27 through 3 matches for that Jairo and Iriando team means that they've won each match by an average of 9 points. Wow, dominant performance right there. Finale, Stu. Let's introduce it. Arta for the Devils, Ikeda of the Cyclones. Should be fun. Arta, he's ready to go, wasting no time. Forehand dropped inside. That ball kicked up. Beautiful control by Arta there on the inside. Arta on the forehand, the sidearm carom. Scores. Ikeda got there, could not control it, getting Arta on the board first.
Both of these players are prone towards volleying. Again, Ikeda doesn't throw a lot of shots in singles. So be curious to see if he changes that strategy for this particular match. Arta's really been finding his own as far as the catching is concerned. We'll see if that translates to singles and killing the point.
Backhand by Ikeda, that got away from him. That's up in the overhead screen and out of play. 2 quick points for Arta. Ball missed. Ikeda trying to control it up there. The 6 line.
Lost
it's a 3-0 lead for Arta.
Yeah, just lost his footing.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up for Arta. Second serve is good. Ikeda takes it. Backhand inside, dropping at the 9 line. Here's Arta. That one lobbed in the corner. Not a lot on it. Ikeda turns it high off the front wall. Arta backing up, controls it at the 10 line. Ikeda now from the inside. High hard backhand into the corner. Ikeda on the move. On the inside again, dropping. Arta on the bounce, picks it up at the 8 line. 2-wall. Ikeda makes the save. He drops it inside. Arta gets there before the second bounce. Oh, he caught it on the forehand. Back to the inside with it. Arta tried to scoop it up.
That was a really nice point. Really nice point played by Ikeda and Arta there.
Ikeda on the board with his first point. He serves now. Forehander Bote, dropped inside by Ikeda. Here's Arta. Runner inside, just out of reach. He's got a tougher Bote, just above the pad. Arta gets there before the second bounce. This forehand out of reach, tough save. Ikeda makes it. Arta reaching behind him, controls it. Soft throw into the corner, that one passing on the numbers again. Ikeda another good save. Arta on the bounce, the 2-wall is too wide. Lands out. Ikeda with a second point. Forehand rebote, that one laid up. Arta running around him, up at the 6 line, snaps the 2-wall. That lands into score. Very well thrown, brings him to a 4-2 lead. Yeah, take a look. Here's Arta. I mean, he's throwing these from the inside. Slight hesitation by Ikeda. Yeah, just missed it on that replay, but yeah, just kind of stutter step back to the inside, and then when he realized that was a 2-wall, couldn't get back out there. Outside placement.
That works.
Ikeda shoots it in, scores. Right off the serve, that's a quick third point. Forehand, beats him to the inside and passing. Ikeda lays it up. Arta cuts it off up at the 7 line. Fake the carom, he drops it over the top. Ikeda looking to get back in there. He does, he saves it outside. Arta up at the 5 line. Drop shot, gets the first bounce. Not the second. Ikeda lost his footing, right back to Arta. Arta on the backhand, he lobs it up. Ikeda, oh my goodness. Oh, he's not gonna get there.
What a point, huh?
Well played point, good throw there on the backhand by Arta. Brings him to 5-3 lead and a possible set point.
Tremendous effort there by Ikeda to try to chase that down. Arta, I think, about time the ball past the 10 line was, oh my, did I give him enough to make a rebote off of? That's not what you want to do, but.
He had a forehand up there that Ikeda caught. Luckily, just out of reach that time. Arta, there's the backhand. Into the corner, Ikeda backpedaling. Ikeda, forehand bote, dropped inside. There's another scoop by Arta. A backhand clears. Ikeda staying up there at the 7 line. Pushed up the middle. Arta on the left side. The Costado inside scores for the set. Arta wins it 6-3, 2 minutes. We'll play set 2. Tell you what, Arta's starting to figure things out here. This Magic City Court and Battle Court, and his doubles play has been spectacular, and translating that over to singles and the scoops, the catching, the shots, great combination worked out for him with that first set victory.
Definitely. Here we are in the ESPN3 players cage. See CRB back there in the corner. Here's Arta playing current singles. We have some replays from the first set of Arta versus Ikeda. Nice 2-all. Ikeda makes a beautiful save there at the screen. Keeps that left hand clear of the screen, which would constitute a foul. Great catch. Back to the inside. Really beautifully played by Ikeda. That was a tremendous point.
And see, I mean, got assessed on it. Love to make a play when you do. That's just a tough catch. And then look at these shots coming from Arta.
We know Arta as a backcourter,
yes,
but he played many years as a front quarter. So front quarters, by comparison, tend to throw more shots than backcourters. It's more offensive position overall. So in singles, that's often what you see. You see the backcourters playing more of a power game, and the front quarters throwing more kill shots.
And this is a good play. The second time that Ikeda lost his footing is he's made a tough catch or chased down a drop shot.
So
and this one,
like right about the 10 line. Oh man, did I overthrow that? Or
yeah, that was the
tough play.
And then faked him out there. Ikeda looking for the 2-all. Arta decides to keep it inside for the win. 6-3 in that opening set. You know, for Ikeda too, it's just not as aggressive as some of these guys in this 4th ranked group, and I think you're starting to see that that's a big part of the strategy too. I mean, Ikeda is one of the best catchers and probably the best ball for ball and catch more. but just doesn't have quite the power or the shots. And you're going to see here a guy like Arta who can pass from just about anywhere, put some pressure on Ikeda, and then he's got just a couple more shots. He's able to end these points, whereas Ikeda is just content with passing and forcing his opponent to make a mistake, and these guys just aren't making them. See if the strategy changes up here for Ikeda in the second set. He will have the serve. Ikeda begins second set with an ace. First point, he serves. Fault over serve, second serve for Ikeda. Backhand just out of reach. Ikeda makes a good save. Arta on the bounce, picks it up at the 8 line. Backhand to the inside, out of reach again. Into the corner. Tougher rebote. Ikeda makes it. Arta, though, keeps the pressure on. Inside placement on the Costado. Got him. 1-1. Tie it up.
I don't think Ikeda was prepared for. I mean, obviously, I know that how it turned out, but
yeah, he's committing hard to the 2-wall.
I don't know that I've seen Arta throw the fake before.
Well, yeah. No, that's a good point.
So it's like he's thrown a couple 2-walls, but he hasn't dropped it inside. So if you're used to someone throwing the 2-wall, you go out and you cover the 2-wall.
Get a big backhand out to the rebote, saved inside with a big bounce. Let it pass front ways. There's enough on it. That ball's in play. Nice save by Ikeda. That 2-wall is stopped on the outside. The carambola. Ooh, Arta had assessed on it, just couldn't complete that catch. Ikeda with the second point, though, he serves.
Ikeda definitely showing a bit more energy and power in his throws than he did in the first set.
Backhand inside, Ikeda takes it in at the 10 line. Ikeda trying to pass with the forehand. Arta steps in to cut it off. Low runner inside. Ikeda, beautiful catch. Big backhand that just does clear the overhead screen. Rebote comes up the middle. Ikeda, the sidearm carom, right back to Arta. He stays out there. Arta's forehand trying to beat him inside. Going to be a tougher rebote. Ikeda stays with it, makes the save. Arta from up at the 7 line. Ikeda's going back for it. Ikeda at the 11 line, high off the front wall. Arta there to cut it off. Arta's 2-wall from the inside.
Gorgeous. That was really nice.
It's perfectly thrown to score. 2-2. That ties it up.
What makes it good? The fact that it hits the front wall, obviously, without touching the pad, and then it goes down to the floor close to the front wall. So it's cutting out or hitting just before that outer boundary up there near the 2 or 3 line. That's a really good 2-wall.
Strong backhand, Ikeda right to the corner. Arta gets out there, lays it up from the forehand. Going to be a big bouncer. Ikeda controls it up at the 8. Forehand, just going to pass with it. That's cutting back inside. Arta makes the save. Right back to the forehand of Ikeda. Shoots this one low and hard. And ball knocked down. Trading points here in our second set. Ikeda jumps out ahead, 3-2.
Arta looking a little tired immediately after that point. Ikeda, we know how he plays anybody who even shows the slightest bit of being tired. He ups the pace.
Backhand on the inside. Ikeda pulls it in, lobs this up.
Got him.
Got him. That ball cleared the overhead screen to score. Well thrown by Ikeda. And it's a 4-2 lead.
What do we mean by got him? Meaning that Arta committed to taking the ball in the backcourt. And Ikeda saw that he did, and he threw it way over his head. Arta was in no position to make a rebote.
Yeah, that was just beautiful. Yeah. Just cleared the overhead screen. He thought that maybe it was going to clip too, but it did not. Flying catch there by Ikeda on the inside. Big backhand again. It's out of reach. Arta looking for the rebote. Rebote dropped inside. Here's Ikeda. Passing again with it. Forcing another tough rebote. Arta's there. Ikeda had him trapped on the inside. The Karam's going to land in and score. Brings it to 5-2. It's a possible set point. Ball missed off the serve, point and set. Ikeda comes back, wins it 6-2. We have a third set to decide our final match. Third set to decide our final match of the day, Stu. How about that? Big day for the Devils so far. 5.5 points, looking to add another right here.
Yeah, no, tremendous play by Ikeda coming back there in that second set.
And definitely a different strategy, passing a little more consistently, forcing Arta to rebote. And again, I mean, neither of these guys going to do a whole lot of damage off the rebote. So if you can control the point and pass pretty early on, you got to close it out, but gives you a good chance to win it. See, Arta kept it to the inside, but that was really one of the few that he did. Ikeda tracks down this one. See that kick off the side wall, and got assessed on it, just can't make it. See Arta here, I think this too long, I mean, that close to the side wall, throwing it at that angle, opening it up, landing it just inside the boundary line. That is a high-level shot right there. That serve dropping again, just tipped by Arta. Third set coming up, just about a minute.
There we are in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. You see Arta there on the right-hand side of your screen, getting some feedback from Jairo and Herbieta. Basically, it all comes down to this third and final set. Whoever wins this set wins the match. I believe you indicated that the Devils have already clinched the game day.
Have clinched the day.
But Arta would definitely like to have this win under his belt.
Currently sitting at a game day score 5.5 for the Devils, 1.5 for the Cyclones.
Here's Ikeda. A little bit of stretching before he goes out for this third set, which will begin in just about 10 seconds.
We are ready to begin our third and decisive set. Arta will serve to Ikeda. Backhand by Arta. It's right up the middle. Forehand rebote. Saved by Ikeda. Big backhand by Arta. Ikeda stays up at the 7 line. Drops it up the middle. Here's Arta on the costado. Go inside placement.
Not
going to get by Ikeda. There's a good catch. Arta, though, cuts it off at the 9 line. Big backhand follows.
Arta did a good job of reconstituting himself there.
Ball stayed inside. Here's Arta trying to pass with the backhand, lobbed into the corner. That is on the wall. Spectacular save by Ikeda. Arta trying to control it. He could not. First point of our third set to Ikeda.
Arta try to take that ball on the bounce. You see Ikeda just go to the outside here. Big bounce. Arta going up with it, just did not have control of the ball. Also looks a little fatigued.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up for Ikeda. Forehand rebote inside. Here's Arta on the bounce. Picks it up at the 7. Backhand. Ikeda up at the 8 line, turns it inside. One-handed catch attempt is missed. 2-point lead for Ikeda. Serve crossing deep in the backcourt. Arta pulling it in. Lobbed into the corner. Ikeda now comes back for it. Puts it up the middle. Inside placement by Arta. Ikeda almost overran it. Makes the catch. There's a backhand. 2-pass. Coming right up the middle. Arta's 2-wall.
Off the pad.
Is too low. Ball is out of play. 3-0 advantage.
Arta getting feedback from his teammates just to maintain his focus and relax.
Backhand, low runner inside. Ikeda's there. Arta on the hop, brings it in. At the 9 line, big backhand. That just does clear. That's cutting back inside, right on the wall. Ikeda somehow got that to pass and clear. Rabote missed in the middle of the court. 4-0 lead for Ikeda. Wow, what a Rabote there. I mean, got it to clear, pass, everything you want. And the miss by Arta. Ikeda, high hard forehand. That's a 3-wall play. Arta lines it up, drops it inside. Ikeda keeps it on the forehand. The outside placement, not outside enough. Arta there in plenty of time, opens up for the carom. And Ikeda stops. Ikeda back over the top. Arta with a one-handed catch. Backhand, beautiful right to Ikeda. Ikeda the backhand, 2-wall to score.
If there's any time to play that shot, that was it. He did it perfectly.
5 points. Ikeda has a possible match point. Rabote, that one's saved by Ikeda. Here's Arta, backhand at the 9 line. Forehand Rabote, dropped over the top. Arta has it at the 8 line. There's a backhand, the low runner inside, just out of reach. Ikeda puts it above the pad. 2-all by Arta. Ikeda gets there. Ikeda forehand, will score for the win. Point, set, and match. Ikeda gets it done, winning the final set in straight points, 6-0. Stay tuned for the post-game show that's coming up in a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
made. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court Game Day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey everybody, welcome into the Battle Court postgame show. I'm Andrew Bleckman here with CRB, the captain of the Devils. Teams hit a hot streak. You guys just keep rolling, adding another game day win. Got to talk about your leader of your team, one of them in Jairo, 9-1 overall in doubles, his record. What does his veteran experience and his leadership bring to your team?
Man, Jairo is been playing the sport for like 18 years now, and this man is always on top of us. He's always talking to us. He was our captain last year, now co-captain this year, but I mean, he talks to everybody. With his experience, he always explains and helps us stay focused for every game. So, I mean, he's incredible.
Yeah, and you guys now holding on to second place, want to stay in the playoff race. What's going to be the key as we're approaching the halfway point?
Consistency. I mean, as long as we come in here to dominate and we play up to our potential, I think we should be in the playoffs or the championship, no doubt.
Awesome. Thank you, CRB. We appreciate it. We'll send it over to Stu. Get the replays working.
Let us take a look at some replays from a fantastic afternoon of Jai-Alai live here from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We began with doubles featuring Bueno and Manu going up against Jairo and Urbieta. Cyclones versus the Devils all day today. Jairo, spot on in terms of his catching. Punishing right side, throwing the ball where his opponent's not, as evidenced by that throw to the outside right there. Manu just played fantastic. Didn't come out on top in the win column, but the technical show that he put on for everybody was just absolutely terrific.
Oh, beautiful catch again.
Again, his technical abilities are pretty much well unmatched as far as the rest of the roster is concerned. This last one took a wonky bounce at him. Hard to make that play. Jairo and Urbieta leading off the game day. That brought us to our second doubles. Pretty action-packed here when you have Carballo and Jedin out there.
Yeah,
going up against CRB and Arta.
Well, that carom shot from the inside and stuff to control it there on the outside.
Carballo's power is just tremendous. Here we see him take the serve, drop it inside, just out of reach. Robote here by CRB, just perfectly placed inside. No one really even took a step towards it. I think they were believing that it was going to hit the pad, but it didn't. Forehand Robote, carom, beautifully executed by Carballo. Ball tipped there by CRB, who otherwise was spot on today as far as his catching. Much better in his second match than in this first match. But Arta is the one whose consistency in this match was just fantastic there in that first and second set.
Yeah, see that tough catch there by Jedin, and look at Carballo. He's going to pick that serve when he can. Throws the splitter.
What a catch here by Arta.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful 2-all by Carballo, 2-score.
And see a lot of Cyclones there. Manny and Ikeda both. They like to too.
Enthusiastic support, no question about it.
Good to see their teammates celebrating that win by Carballo and Jedin. That came on the 6-4, I think, of that last set. And then Douglas and Manu, top-ranked singles matchup right here, and that had everything you'd want a top-ranked match. A lot of shots, some great defense, powerful throws, and yeah, this one may be the best combination of them all by Douglas, the high bounce carom.
Douglas changed it up.
Yeah,
throwing a lot more shots than we're used to seeing and he did so very effectively. The key in Jai-Alai, throw the ball where your opponent's not, whether that's putting it over his head or utilizing the 2-all or not exactly sure what Douglas was saying there, but he felt very strongly about it, whatever it was.
This one to the outside. Look at this.
Manu keeping it on the left.
Manu.
Exactly. Manu keeping it on the left side. Again, he's predominantly known as a left-sided player, but Douglas, I mean, you see the wall.
Fortunately, it gives a little bit.
Exactly. Thank goodness for the wall.
This, I mean, after a tough catch, you never want to overcomplicate the return throw. Douglas did, and it worked out there. Just a gorgeous drop shot.
Rebote to the outside, just cut him up.
See how quickly he turned that, too. Douglas completely caught off guard there. That was the start of our third set. I think Manu held a 3-0 advantage or 2-1?
But Douglas was just spot on locked in. Manu apologizing there, believing he had blocked Douglas, but Douglas still made the point. Ball tipped on the backswing.
That one up overhead. Ending that match 6-3 in favor of Douglas in the third set. Big win for the Devils. Continuing on in this game day, that brought us to CRB and Urbieta against Ikeda and Bueno. Again, really solid play in the first set, back and forth the entire way, and then the Devils team just took control in set 2.
Urbieta looked like he was a little tired in this after that first match, but nonetheless, catching was spot on. But CRB was on the money with shots like this. Excellent court positioning.
Urbieta there.
Again, there was another
bouncer and to the outside, just missed. That was at 5-5. That won the Devils the first set. The decisive 11th point.
Urbieta letting this one pass to the rebote. Was not an easy rebound play. Beautiful change up here by Ikeda, dropping it back to the inside. Again, there's Urbieta again, making another fantastic save from the backcourt. Backhand 2-all by Ikeda, but CRB catches it in the air.
Puts it to the outside, and you see just out of reach right there. Our tough save. You see Ikeda taking
losing his foot. I mean, completely lost his footing, but keeps that cess. Didn't
interfere
with exactly.
Actually.
That really is impressive. Did not interfere with his motion. And that finished things off there for CRB and Urbieta. That brought us to Arta.
The finale, Arta and Ikeda in singles. And again,
Ikeda off his footing, but keeps the ball in play. Very well done.
And this one here, Arta just gets it out of reach. Will Ikeda get there, running with it the whole way, unable to do so. Frustrating first set for Ikeda. A bunch of shots like this coming from Arta, but you see the defense picking up as we move into the second set. Got assessed on it, just couldn't make the play.
Yeah, Arta getting frustrated into the second and third sets here. But other than that, consistent play as well as good shots. As well as a newfound fake.
Dropping a couple to the inside.
Again, if your opponent doesn't know where you're throwing it, it's always good to keep them guessing, and that's exactly what Arta did.
And see that match ending in favor of Ikeda right there as Stu and I join you back on camera here. Let's pull up those standings if we can to see where all 5 teams sit. Renegades up at the top, but a nice move for the Devils. They actually jumped the Cyclones. They sit in second place, 30.5 points. Cyclones, 29.5. And then the Warriors and Chargers, 19.5, 18.5, respectively, in fourth and fifth place. In our standings. That's after today, Stu. So big jump for the Devils. They jump up into second, and they actually have a game day in hand compared to the Cyclones. So really good spot for them. A player of the day for today. I know that we didn't even tease it in the broadcast or anything like that, so interested to see your thoughts.
Jairo, 2 wins,
yeah,
and was spot on as far as his play was going.
Yeah.
Jairo came into the second half of the 2023 season with shots, not something that we're used to seeing from him, specifically off of the left side. Jairo's just been absolute dominant this entire season, What season are we in?
Yeah, the fall 23, fourth season of Battle Court.
Yeah, the fall 23 season has just been the season of Jairo. His catching has been fantastic. He's put a lot of points on the board, has a certain dominance about him. That was evident all day today. So without any question for me, Jairo was player of the day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been delivering for the Devils over 2 seasons. We heard CRB talk about what he brings to that team and a nice veteran presence. They could be competing for a championship this season, no doubt about it, Stu. When we return tomorrow, don't have to wait all too long. It's going to be the Chargers and Renegades in action. Spinner and Ubia will get us started, followed by Zuleika and Rock against Gosheri and Ben, third-ranked doubles. Then Itrabide and Arats in singles, followed by Zuleika and Benny against Gosheri and Ubia, top-ranked doubles. Then Rock and Ben in singles, and we'll close it out with Itrabide and Spinner against Goanaga and Arats. We are going to have Goanaga back in the program for tomorrow. So Renegades happy to have him back. We'll be here for the call of all 6 matches beginning at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. For Stu Nyman, I'm Andrew Bleckman. Enjoy your Monday night, everybody.
See you tomorrow, 5 p.m.
Do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Jai-Alai you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys.